Yeah, boom, Catz. Work it, man. Catz this is deck 1, deck 2. Obviously, I've got to be deck 1 because I play number 2. But Catz is actually in charge. So in
So that
theory,
will
I
make
should
me.
be.
So that will make me deck 1.
No, but obviously, because I'm a bad man, it's mad. But you understand? You understand?
Yeah, I think
No,
so.
no one understands.
I just want to say, I just don't know what you were saying. Like,
Okay.
what?
Deck 1, deck 2. Basically, Catz is the anchor. So technically, he's deck 1.
Yeah.
But because I'm not doing number 2s at all, I'm deck 1.
So you're just a deck.
I'm deck. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and I'm deck.
No ant. Jeez.
No ant.
That's facts on deck.
That's on deck. Yeah. Anyway, we should have called it. Anyway.
That's on deck, yeah? New name. Episode 2, new name. There we go.
Welcome everybody. This is episode 3, by the way. And this one we got some of the top hosts in the game. You get what I'm saying? We got man like J Lobez. We were talking about you the other day, J Lobez, but we'll get onto that in a bit. We got man like Pleazer, representing family. And we got the big Man Zest.
Yeah.
You get me? Represent. There's the list of accolades is too long. You get me? So.
Why? If I talk about that car, apparently man don't. Anyway, go on.
As you know, it goes. Right now, we can talk about anything. So yeah, deck. Oh, sorry. Facts.
This guy's a fool, you know. Yeah, episode 3. We're here. We got like a host special today, so we're gonna give it a lot of host talk. You know, get a little insight into what the hosts think, what they think about the game, what they think about. They might even talk about some other hosts. Who knows, innit? But yeah. And the first thing I wanna ask, basically you lot, is what do you think makes a good host? Anyone?
We don't want to point it towards someone.
Anyone.
Go on.
I'd say in terms of a good host, all right, firstly for me, if you're saying that someone is an all-round complete host, for me that's somebody that can probably turn their hand to any genre. Could probably do multiple genre. However, that's not to say that if you just do one single genre, you can't be a top host. You know what I mean? I'm saying for me personally, I would say somebody that can do cross genre. A good host for me, or a top host for me, is someone that you can throw in at any time of the dance. Personally, that I feel any host can bust a dance at 2:30. Not rocket science at all. But can that same host bust a dance at 10 o'clock? Can that host get people out of their seats when it's the early vibe, when people just come in and they want to sit down around the side of the club and all of these things? Have they got like let's say the charm and the wit to cuss people but still make people feel comfortable that they do want to get up and dance, like make them feel wrong for sitting down? You understand? For me, if you don't have like charm and them kind of wit, and you can't bust the dance early, or even bust the dance by yourself, for me, that's what a good host is.
Okay.
Someone that can bust the dance by themselves, but they complement the DJ that they're working with if they're not working with their own personal DJ. For me.
Okay, that's interesting. What about you, Pleazer?
For me, similar to Zest, but I think it's all about personality and individualism. So you should be able to, for me, a good host or the best host you'll find has got energy as a person in general. You won't find them like, there's a few people that's got like the white line fever. I can't think of any offhand.
What is that?
So for me, white line fever is like you're one person, and then as soon as you step on the battlefield, the playing field, whatever it is, you go into the office, or our battlefield is you go in and you pick up the mic, you're a different person. You're an animal now, you get me? That's white line fever.
Okay, cool.
So there's a few people that I can say they're kind of a little bit more meek and quieter. They don't really bring the energy, but as soon as they pick up the mic, energy. But I feel like
that's like someone like
time,
Drama, for example. I don't know if you lot know Drama.
No, I don't know Drama. I've not heard Drama still.
Oh,
Is that fully equipped?
Yeah, fully equipped. Drama will
So-
be in the room and you won't even notice that he's there. Even if you have a one-on-one conversation with him,
Yeah.
he's making you feel like your breath stinks. Cause it's like, bro, I don't even want to chat to you. Like, where is it?
So this is the thing. I've seen him in the dance. I've seen him in the dance, and man, well, go on. But I've never heard him host, and he seems really quiet.
Yeah, but when he's on the mic, he's different. That man, he's animal, like as you said,
so,
like, comes out. So he probably got
for me, that's one of the man there. That's the white line fever, and I can rate that. But I feel like for me, it's people that's generally they got personality, and they bring in their personality to the set. They're bringing their energy, and for me, you'll find that you'll get the top hosts have just got energy, and all they're doing is just bringing their energy and projecting it, picking up the mic and projecting it.
Just transferring it over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I agree with Zest as well. It's not about someone that can pick up on a prime time and you're just feeding off the music. Like, you should be able to get the crowd to feed off of you, to invest in what the DJ is doing at warm-up time as well. Do you know what I mean? You need to be able to say, all right, I understand what's happening in the dance, and I'm not going to shout and scream. I'm just going to build it up. I'm going to talk to the three gals in the corner, because they're the only ones here at the moment. And then when two more walk in, I'm going to talk to them. And then I'm going to just, as everyone comes in, I'm going to make everyone feel nice. And as we build up, I'll start talking to more people. You understand? And I think when you understand that, that's what makes a top host.
Okay, that's good. J Lobez.
Well, I definitely agree with Zest and Pleazer, but like for me personally, like there's different styles that I don't really mess with myself. Like I don't like the man that's hosting and he's speaking over the 3 minutes of the track, like the entire track. Man's talking because it completely takes away from the vibe, innit? And there's certain man that they got energy, but I can't hear what you're saying because there's no clarity.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah, I completely agree with Pleazer and Zest.
Okay. And Fats, because you're a host also, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it comes down to like what these are saying as well. And obviously, yeah, you get different types of hosts in it. So obviously they work in different types of settings. You know what I mean? So I don't know, sometimes the dancehall hosts might not work in the city because it's just a bit too much. So like what J Lobez is saying, where in that scene sometimes a man might talk over the tune, or you know what I'm saying, a lot more, and you know, certain things just don't work in certain environments, innit? And I think obviously as a host, you kind of got to know your surroundings. So a lot of the times, certain man, they have that style and that's it. But I think you've got to be able to adapt your style to where you are as well.
Yeah. Well, all right. For me as a DJ, I dislike a lot of hosts. Because for me, I think, like seriously, like, because, all right, it's about adaptability. I'm a solo DJ, so I play a certain way. And when a host joins me, I feel like they need to be able to work with me. So it's your job to kind of gauge what I'm doing and then complement what I'm doing. So I guess selfishly, I'm thinking that my role is probably more important. Do you get what I'm saying? Because if I didn't, I would probably be more willing to just go 50-50 and but I feel like you're supposed to come and join me and adapt to what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
but
yeah.
What makes a good host is confidence. I feel like too much man don't have the confidence. And they get the confidence at 2:00 in the morning when the dance is ram, and no matter what you say, the energy, the crowd just feed off of the energy in the room, the energy of the music. But the man at 10:00, as Zest was saying, that's the confident man. That's the man that will walk out and speak, even when people are like what? You get what I'm saying? That's confidence. So someone like Dixie, for example, confidence levels is nobody can match him confidence-wise. He's in the middle of the pool with his top off, just like on the mic, confident, clarity in what he's saying, and all of it. Like that's everyone's got their own strengths, but to me, his confidence is way up. Some men don't have the confidence, and they hide behind the decks with DJ and just. I don't know. I feel like if you don't have the confidence, you cannot be top level hosting. If you can't go out in the crowd with just you and the mic, no music playing, and talk for a few moments, then I don't know. It's, to me, you can't.
You know what though? I'm glad you said that about the talk for the few moments thing, yeah? Because some of you DJs take the piss, fam. Some of you DJs, I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you brought it up, because there's bare hosts in there that will be able to vouch for this. And I've spoken to this with MJ. Oh, fucking. So
it's mine that's kind of getting.
I'm talking about this with MJ, and I've spoken to other hosts, yeah? You man, the laptops will do a number on you. Still, it's just rebooting. Hey, all you'll get is a little slap on your arm. Hey, talk, fam.
Yeah. Talk. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hey, 2 more minutes. And you know what? I'm a confident person.
Yeah.
And I can talk for England. But then it gets to a point where it's like people have said, you need to read your crowd. One, there's only so much you can say. You can't just as much as you're gonna talk, as good as a host you are, like it's gonna get to a point where people shut up and play a tune, innit?
Yeah.
And then there's talk, man. Come. 2 more minutes. What you want me to say?
Yeah.
Like you want to start giving out my zodiac sign and what I had for lunch and all these things.
Minor, what's good?
You got
Welcome, Minor.
Manners.
Welcome, Minor.
Yeah.
Everyone good, yeah.
But then that's why at the same time, you see, even with that, you see me, I'll defend it and I will give it the speech. But if you need to reboot again, listen, I'm working with the crowd. I'm putting it on you as well. We're going to let everyone know that this is you.
Yeah.
You see, that's what I dislike that.
Yeah. A lot of these.
You know why? Yeah. I get that it's effed up. The whole situation is effed up, but all the eyes are on you. But you see, as the host, your job, you've said I'm taking on this job as a host. I want all eyes on me. When I'm the loudest person in the room, when I talk, everybody listens. So now this is the only opportunity, and it happens very rarely, but the laptop's gone. Be the loudest person in the room. Take your job that you've taken, and for that small moment, own it. Don't stop.
I hear you. And I agree.
I disagree, bro.
Yes,
you can smoke.
You can smoke,
bro. You can smoke.
Go on, Zest.
I was going to say, the reason I disagree is, you're right. I am the most confident person in the room. But you know what? At that specific time, I want to know, with the ravers, what's going on, bro? Because we're working off the music. And you're not doing the part. Where's the music? Like, at the end of the day, when it was vinyl, you just played the music. But now that...
in vinyl, it happened as well. You see, when the needle broke, changed the needle.
When the needle broke, you could go to the next deck.
But listen,
it ain't no 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
The reason I'm saying that,
go on again.
When the needle broke and you're playing one deck, it's talking in between every single tune.
See, I hear that. You know what? Talking in between, to me, is a minor in comparison to talking just for talking. Like, that's a comedian's job.
But
it's true. That's
it's true.
Stand there and talk with no music. Yeah. I'm here to work with music.
Okay.
Now, there's no music. I'm a little bit thrown off.
Yeah, but listen. Go on, please.
No, I agree with Fats, car. It's different. Listen, when I was about 19, man must have done a house party in
was that last week?
Yeah, you know the way there. But long time ago, new in the scene, still doing house parties and all that. Not really on the rave scene yet. Man was still using vinyl. That's how old man is. Yeah, I know I look younger than that, but yeah. But man's using vinyl. Man's gone up to Essex, like Loughton sides. House party. We've only rolled up with 2 needles. Obviously, any sound I don't know, that's a big mistake anyway. But anyway, roll up with 2 needles and they're Concord, so you can't even bend them back and all these things. You get me? One of the needles broke. Tynos, this is me and Tynos. Tynos pull up one of the tunes a bit too hard or whatever, needle broke. So now, a man's had to go and drive back to South London from Essex and come back again with a new needle. That whole time he's driven from there to there, we've had to do a 1-deck party. When I tell you, man showed it. Because in between every tune, if you can host, you can just spill up the next tune, boom, drop it. do your thing, pull up that one, be like that. And you know what? That was my baptism of fire, and that's what taught me my job properly. That's how I learned how to do my job properly.
Deep end, that was your deep end, yeah?
That's it. I got thrown in the deep end. But then that's nothing compared to a laptop going down for 4 or 5 minutes and you're just standing there talking to people, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, every DJ has got one. Every DJ's got one reboot with me. If you need more than one, you're in trouble, bro.
Yeah, but you see,
but I will, don't get twisted. I'm not just gonna throw man in it. I'm gonna do it in a banterful way so everyone's laughing. Like, yes, selector. So anytime you're ready, if it's today, tomorrow, you let me know. I'm just here. Do you know what I mean? Like, man's gonna do it in a banterful way. Man's not gonna embarrass the selector, but I'm not gonna lie. There's been times where man will embarrass DJs without.
Yeah, that's mad to me.
Hey, do you know what? Can I just quickly say, I jumped in. I don't know how late I am. I apologize for that. You get me, guys? Like, sorry, my apologies. But I had a selector that used to play my sound, and he wouldn't start to power up the laptop until I've got that mic in my hand. He wouldn't start. he would not start, literally. And you know what? I used to always say, what tell her? He just do your job, man. Do your job, man. Do your job. Do you know what? He taught me how to forget about him. I don't, towards the end of me and his run, I didn't even used to worry about him. I did not care about if his laptop was on or not anymore, because I knew this is my little piece for me to, you understand?
Yeah.
And that was my deep end. That all of those little lessons was my deep end for me to learn how to, let me be able to connect with the people before I even start to talk about music. Because remember, we do want that little time as well, so that we can take it from up there where C6 just left it, and be able to balance it and build it back in your style. You want to rebuild the party, but you don't want to rebuild the party to where you come in and your first song, because you remember, I believe you got 3 songs, and if those 3 songs don't connect with the crowd, you're not going to connect with the crowd throughout that whole section. It could be half an hour, it could be 2 hours. I believe you're not going to connect with the crowd. You have to grab them with your first 3 tunes. But to do that, you want that little bit of time. I need that little bit of time. I like the stage. I hate when I'm like in this little booth thing with standing next to selector. I hate that shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that little bit of time that we're balling about right now, when you know, I think you're talking about when things pause and it's a 4-minute pause, the laptop's gone down, and sometimes we want that time. Sometimes we need that time to.
But you know what?
There's a difference, though. There's a difference between having a little bit of time and a man chatting for 5 minutes in silence. You know how long it is? How long 5 minutes is in silence?
I get that.
I've had sorry, talk about the same guy as well.
Hey, Jabo, just say his name.
No, hold on.
We all know it.
Hold on, I'm a selector, that.
The tube in France is called the same name, but go on anyway.
C6, could say something to that selector in the middle of we're playing tunes, not just C6, or anybody can say something to that selector, and that selector's he's forgotten about the music. So the song can come to where I've got to lock off the song now because it's been too long. You get me? And I've got to get his attention, like, yo, boom, boom, boom. Sometimes I have to say to them, yo, leave my selector alone. You understand what I'm saying to you? Everybody turn on the person that's turning on. You understand me? It's about how you deliver within the...
You know when man starts hearing the end of Pout? The brother that says, shoot it!
You know, like hearing parts of songs that you never knew existed.
Like, shoot it!
But you know, that little break that comes up sometimes it's needed, like I said, and sometimes you just got to take precedence and take control and get everybody back on raw. Look, yo, we're here doing this, brother. You get what I'm saying? Forget about, you understand? And that can cause a pause in the dance. And so, I bet many things cause a pause, certainly.
You actually feel like the 5-minute break is needed?
I feel so. Sometimes.
You know what I'm gonna say, yeah? I understand 100%. Listen, for myself, when I'm DJing on my own, and the laptop breaks down, and I've got to try and fix the laptop and talk. That 5 minutes is 3 hours, isn't it? Like, I understand. Manure pressure. You understand? But I feel that it's your duty to explain what's happening, but keep the spirits up. The moment you turn on us, your energy, you've all spoke about energy being transferable. The moment you switch on us, the energy in the room dips, and like unless you come back with a bang, it's really hard to build back from that sometimes. So I do understand Zest about the one restart, because obviously you've pulled all the tricks out of the bag. You've done the birthdays, you've done the who's here on the celebrating their divorce. You've tried everything, and then all right, we're good to go now. Yeah, boom. No. Laptop's gone again. You can't do that again. I understand, but I think the switching on the DJ is where it gets mad, because it's like, bro, are you ready yet though? Are we ready?
You know what? No, but you know what, see?
You can see my laptop's off. Why are you asking me, are we ready? You can see.
But you know what, see? Why I'm gonna disagree with you, yeah? Because I feel like I agree with you just to a certain extent, for the point of, you see, first time round, that first reboot, no one's gonna know you're having problems with your laptop. No one's gonna know.
We covered it.
No one should know. A good host ain't gonna let no one know. We're covering for you. It gets to a point, I can't cover if you know what. So the only thing I can do is let the people know what I want. I'm going to make them laugh about it. We're still connecting. It's just like, nah, your energy's there, because you're like, bro, dickhead, pussy, what are you telling man for? Like, but that's all I got. I got to tell them now. I got to tell them something. I got to let them know. This ain't about, because of what you will find, it's one of two things. Is it my fault? Am I just standing there, just chatting for the sake of it, and they're saying, run a tune? No, I need to let you know, you know what? Something's going on with the laptop, but I'm connecting with you same way. I'm not going to bust a joke if it happens to be on the DJ's expense.
That's the thing.
Someone's got to get the whole licks, innit?
The reason I'm going to do it as well is because, like C6 said, a man like C6, he's going to get vexed, fam. Yeah? And that's good, because the next tune he plays is going to be a banger. And you see the rest of that set, the rest of that set is going to be firing, fam. It's going to be on and proper. Why? Because he's vexed, man. But as a DJ, he's vexed, and I understand that, because as a DJ, you man have got a different kind of ego. I hear that. But the difference is, you man, that's going to be a fire set. The rest of that set is going to be popping, fam. Even at the end, man's vexed, and he don't really want big man up, but he has to big man up. Yeah, the set was mad, fam.
You see, from my ego, you see personally from my ego, yeah, I'm turning off, like, that's it. We're going to have to stop working. I'm take the mic, I'll turn it off. Listen, yeah. You see the level of embarrassment.
See the DJ ego now.
I can't take embarrassment. But I've turned down mics a few times on people.
100 times, about a few times.
No, I've seen C6 turn off a mic or someone still.
No, I can't take. You see, it's only embarrassment. I've had some shit hosts that are just, you know, like talking over. You know, like you got a dope mix. And he's chatting about the weather on you, and it's like, oh, but I can allow that. But you see, when you try to embarrass me, I'm stopping you. Yeah, it's an ego thing, of course. But that's because I'm a standalone. If I was in a sound, I would take it from my host, and we would have a discussion afterwards. But because I'm a standalone, and a host has come to assist me, don't try and embarrass me, bro.
In that moment where the laptop's gone, yeah. Don't you think it's embarrassing for the host, everyone having to look at him for 10 minutes or 5 minutes? Or do you
of course. I'm not saying, you take the blame and don't put it on the laptop. You can say, it's when you start, what, you're not ready, where you buy your laptop from? I wanted some second-hand thing, you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Nah, your mic is off.
That's fair enough.
Your mic's off.
Say that, girl. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's your thing, I know, of course. Where you going with your fake mac? What's this? Mac, what are you doing with your mac and cheese?
But let me just explain, because on that point, the reason why man does it, is because in my mind, like, I feel that the work that man's put in over the years, it's the same thing as a DJ. Some DJs, unfortunately, they're not going to allow certain man to host for them. And you know what? I respect that fully, because as a host, I'm not going to run out there and host for any DJ. Like, it's simple as. But I do personally think when you do them things, as much as man don't like it, I feel like DJs, they will never allow it to happen again. Like, prime example, back in the day when man was in a team, man had a booking, and my regular DJ wasn't able to do it. So one of the young bucks was like, oh, let me do the booking. And that, boy, you can do the booking, but I'm only gonna bring you if you're ready. No, I'm ready. I'm like, ah, cool. So we go to do the booking now. Doing the booking's going fine. And man starts playing bashment, say he's playing. I remember it like it was yesterday. Man played triple bounce with him. You know what I mean? So man's rolling through the triple bounce now. Man's flinging in bicycle, Mr. Officer. You know what I mean? So I'm telling man, yeah, man, you got what's the man queue up for the rhythm in the dance. Yo, brother, where's the Vegas, bro? What going to the whole crowd is ready? You know what I mean? Man's sour. But man's like, you know, to this day, man will say it taught me a lesson. Man won't leave out tunes again. Man won't miss out.
You was chipping out for a second, but we say he beat off the triple bounce and didn't play Vegas.
Right.
Yeah, he needs a box.
All right. So this is what I'm saying. So them kind of
things. Wait, 1 second, sis. For the people that don't know, what is the Vegas on that rhythm?
Oh, Gallus, man of Gallus.
The biggest piece.
Which is the biggest tune on the rhythm.
That's the eruption of the rhythm. So you can't come down and say to me you're ready, and then you're doing mistakes like that. But from then moving forward, man, don't miss no pieces.
So how did you pull him up?
Say again.
How did you pull him up?
In the middle of the dance. Straight. Boom.
You know what? I respect that but that's the thing is I've had it with many people that have told me things in the past, and I've told them in the past as a learning curve.
Yeah,
I'm happy to accept a little bad up as a learning curve, but I'm just not happy to get. I don't want to be the butt of anyone's jokes. You can't gain stripes off of me.
Yeah.
If I fuck up, I'll take it. If I fuck up, I'll take it. If I play the triple bounce and did it, and that same rhythm that's happened before, I've heard it. I've been out, not that rhythm. What rhythm? I was out the other day. Man played Ghetto Story, and tried to just run off without the assassin. I was so vexed, bro.
Yeah. I
was like, are you mad? What is this?
But one thing I will say is the same way that man will bad up the selector in the dance is the same way at that stage. No one else in the dance could come and talk no smack about the same selector that I'm working with. Man's not going to allow it at all. I don't even care if the selector is playing shit or dead. Man's not going to allow that. No way. So when it comes to any kind of drama, man's at the forefront. No one can talk about the DJ that I'm working with. Man will slew anything. No problem.
Trust me.
So it's not like for you to slew him. You get me?
Yeah. It's like your brother. You cost your brother. One of my can't cost your brother.
No, straight. No, but you know what is there? There's certain people that feel they'll come forward to the mic, man, and be like, rah, this DJ shit. Hold on, what?
Yeah.
This person is now public enemy number one.
Yeah,
I'm going for you. How dare you come to me? I don't care who the DJ is. It could be like more time you're playing, then you could be certain time you're gonna be a host for a next DJ, not in the sound, everyone knows who I'm affiliated with, but a host for other DJs, isn't it? Someone come, rah, where's Tynos? That person shit. Hold on a minute. No.
Yeah, fam. No way.
I don't care who I'm DJing for. You ain't gonna come over and feel like you got confidence, and I'm just gonna allow that conversation to happen, innit?
No way.
But all right, what if, yeah, they book Top Catz, yeah, but Tynos can't make it for whatever reason, and
I'll bring Zest.
And you bring DJ Jimmy, yeah. I won't say
bring Zest.
But Zest will shut it down. But let's just say you brought Zest. Let's just say you brought Zest, yeah, for this argument, yeah. But Zest's style of DJing is not Tynos' style. They're both good, but they got strengths in different places. You know, Tynos is the R&B dude, isn't it? Like his thing is, you know, he's got that fluid, smooth thing going on. You get me? But for what people think they're gonna get when they see Top Catz, the fact that it's not Top Catz, Zest could be playing 10 times better than. It's not. It's like, right. It don't.
Visually. I don't know.
I've seen Inchy play.
I want to know what people think of this still. I'm interested. I want to know what people think of this still.
No, because you know what, yeah. I understand what you're saying to a certain extent. So I said Zest, me and Zest have worked together from day dot, innit? But I'll use a live example. TJ DJ, my younger brother, he's up and coming, he's doing his bit. Everyone should have heard of him by now. Check out his SoundCloud.
Plug, yeah?
No,
Plug, okay.
yeah, no, he's my little brother still. And there was a booking. Tynos couldn't make it. I can't remember what it was, but we had a booking, and it was a big people thing. And man brought in TJ. And I gave TJ a little pep talk before and said, yo, this is what they're expecting of us, this is what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. And TJ plays differently to Tynos. Like, if you've heard TJ DJ play and you've heard Tynos play, they got similar ways of doing things, but they play differently. So I said, right, cool, this is how we're doing it. But for me, it's all about finding the connection with your DJ and discuss things, isn't it? Certain time you got to play to a man's strength and say, right, I'm not going to tell you to dig deep in your arrival bag on your 25, bro. You know what I mean? Like, certain selectors can, certain selectors can't. I say, all right, cool. We've been booked to play bashment, up front, hip-hop and R&B. All right, cool. I know you can do that. You know your tunes. Do your thing. Juggle and just follow my instructions, innit? I'll work off the crowd. I'll work off of you. And then you do it. And I've never had a thing come where people will say, like, that ain't Tynos, he ain't doing the job, blah, blah, blah. If they don't like what we're playing, we weren't going to be no different to if it was me and Tynos or if it was me and him. It's just, you get certain people in there, you're 15 minutes into a bashment set, and they go, can you come and play Afro beats, please? Can you come and play garage, please? Like, they want to hear what they want to hear. And those people you just deal with quick, fast, shut up, come out my way, innit? Anything other than that, it's part of the parcel, man. You connect with each other, you have the conversation, you prep for it, but it happens, you know what I mean? I don't think it's that much of a major, like, I'm probably talking personally for myself, because Tynos don't miss bookings, is it? Tynos is a workaholic, but we don't miss bookings. So you're more likely to get Tynos showing up and me not there than the other way around.
Yeah. We all know that.
Shut up, man.
But let me ask, all right, from a promoter perspective now, because we
exactly.
Answers, is it then okay to do that?
No,
sorry, is it okay to do that and not let me know ahead of time? Because I think it's fuckery when you don't let me know ahead of time. If you let me know, then it's cool, because then I can decide.
My decision.
Do I want that person, or do I just say allow it? But I'm not gonna lie, fam. It's happened to me, fam. I turn up to my own dance, fam, and I'm like, bro, I don't remember booking. I've seen it. I'm not gonna lie, you know what? I've seen it.
Hold on, one second. Why are you turning up to your own dance?
Them man, they got outfit changes. Them man, they turn up to their dance 3 times. Them man, they turn up 3 times.
This man turns up late to his own dance. About why he turned up to his own dance. I'm just
him out because I know that man will be there, set up everything, go home, come out in a red velvet.
As from a promoter's aspect of it, I don't care if Zest turns up with facts, if C6 turns up with Esco. I don't care. Like, from the man that I book is there, and
no, we're talking about if you was to book Invasion and then Toddler didn't turn up, it was MJ and Mike.
He done that to me a couple times. I don't mind, because I know that MJ must have prepped this like Pleazer said. It's about the communication between the DJ and the whole scene.
Wait, sorry to interject. Just to point out, the promoters knew what we was doing beforehand, didn't it? I let them know. I don't just turn up with man. They knew who was coming and it was cool.
Yeah, no, I don't mind if he turns up and I didn't know. I'm probably chatting shit because I'm probably gonna say something to him. Yeah. You understand? But if he gets the job done, okay.
I think if it's the integral part of the, like, if it's 2 man, if it's 2 man and the integral part of it isn't there, like, that's mad, fam.
Bro, you see me? Sorry to cut you. You see, all right, me as a promoter, a few of you have worked with me as a promoter. Mine can vouch for this, yeah? Bro, if you piss me off, I'm vexed.
You're gone.
Bro, you see, if I book your sound and 1 man turn up, I ain't booking you ever again. Yeah, and I might not even pay you.
But wait there, don't see. Wait there. If 1 man turns up, or if he brings a substitute.
Bro, a substitute, 1 man. Bro, if you're not in hospital I can come and see you tomorrow, bro. I don't care.
Listen.
Why is you where you've done more important than my thing? No way.
With C6, you can't be 15 minutes late. 15 minutes late, you're gone. You understand? So anything outside of that, yeah.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to understand though, is also like, if the job's gonna get done, or do you see it as a disrespect that whoever it is not turning up? So it's like, right, why my dance? You see it as that?
Now, let me tell you something. Listen, if we're gonna talk about the job, I will play the whole dance. If it's about getting the job done, I will play the whole dance on my own and get that job done to a good standard.
So I booked you for a reason.
I've spent all this time promoting that you're going to be there. There should be, and hopefully, a set of people that have come to see you. And there's a million people that are probably upset because I ain't booked them. And you don't even come correct, bro.
Yeah. Bro, remember, the people start to ask me. They don't ask you.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Ray? You're getting more vexed thinking, right, firstly, where is Ray? Secondly, everyone's asking me. They're not even asking my man. They're coming to me. So where's do you know what I mean?
It's mad.
And then when your pictures come out, you start look back through the pictures, you get vexed again because you remember. I've done that, isn't it?
It's mad. And you see, when it comes to like timekeeping, I'm not saying I'm the best timekeeper. Every man that's had a dance that's booked me, I'll get your dance 2 minutes before my set.
Yeah, as always. Maybe 2 minutes after.
Because, especially if you got a couple bookings or whatever, you all know. But the reason I get vexed with the time is because if I book a sound and their set finish at 2 o'clock, when they start to, so if I book a sound to play Bashment at 2, for example, and then now the R&B man, he's rounded off his set and now he's starting to play Bashment.
Yeah.
Like, you're messing it, like, because my guy is 15 minutes late, but true, the R&B man is kind of not a Bashment guy. He's played all the hits in the first 15 minutes and just
But then don't you feel like the R&B guy has 15 more minutes left of R&B in him?
You know what it is? He should have, but you see what people do, with some DJs do. Some DJs don't have the ability to I'm a freestyler, innit? So my set can always be extended because I'm constantly freestyling. But some man prepare. Yeah. So they bring their set up and then they get to their peak and then I got to stop because if I don't stop, I'm going to crash. I got no brakes. And then they just crash. That's why they have to switch.
Yeah, you can't really blame the R&B man.
You can't blame him. I'm more vexed that you're late, and I'm more vexed that you've brought the wrong man. I'm more vexed. I'm vexed.
Wait, all of these things, you're late and you got the wrong man.
No, that's violation. You can go home. I'll take over myself.
Yeah, no, you can't be late and can't turn up with the wrong man. That's rude still.
So let me ask you lot now, yeah? Obviously, like, we're hosting, innit? So how important do you think the host is to the DJ set?
Depends who the host is.
It depends who the DJ is as well.
Yeah. If it's me, I'm 90%.
If it's you, you're what?
If it's me, I'm 90%.
I think that
to the set.
I don't think a host is always needed.
Okay.
At certain parts of a night. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Like what part? Like what part though?
Like, obviously on the early part, I don't think he's really needed. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
A man standing up there just talking when people are just coming in and they're just meeting and greeting. It's not needed. It's not needed.
Okay.
Just
10 till 11.
Huh?
Okay, it's like 10 till 11.
Yeah, 10 to 11. I don't know because it's the vibe of the party. You know, you go to some party, you go Jamaican party, it's between 12 and 2 o'clock in the morning. You don't need to talk. You get me? You can just go and play tune because people are coming in and meeting and greeting. Party don't start until 3, 4 o'clock in yard. If it's a revs, you get what I'm saying to you? You don't need to talk until 12. 12 o'clock. You get what I'm saying? So
do you think that if you did speak earlier, that the party would start earlier? But the fact is that you don't, so you allow it to feel like just background music.
You know what? Yeah, I think it does, because more time we don't. When we book people, yeah, from a promoter point of view, yeah, you're gonna look at it from a business side. Am I gonna pay man an extra XYZ amount of money for something? Do I really need it? And you're scrimping. We're scrimping because I've had it where, and you're booking DJs, and then you're saying, right, what set we giving this DJ? Right, we're gonna give him 11 till 12. All right, he don't come with a host. He don't really host himself. He don't really pick up the mic at all. All right, we're gonna book a host for him. All right, it's 11 till 12. Allow it. Let that same DJ get a 3 till 4. You're gonna put a host with him. But then, if you brought in, say for example, Top Catz, you come in and we're doing 11 till 12. We're gonna be hosting. I'm gonna be jumping on the mic and I'm gonna be billing it up. And then by the time 12 o'clock comes, guess what? That party's in a better place than it was with the DJ.
But it comes down to the quality of the host. Certain hosts you trust to do 11 till 12. They're not climbing on top of the decks. They're just warming in the DJ. You know what I mean? That's true. Like, man,
because the Elephant Man host, he's not needed at 11.
Yeah, he's not needed at 11. You know what I mean? You want someone who's going to warm in the party. When the ladies come in, he's going to make sure the ladies then feel nice and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? And then that way, when the 12 o'clock man come in, the dance is actually rolling on from early, just because, you know what, there's an early kind of vibe. Like, some clubs have that. Like, prime example, if you say like Riva is a club where if you can get the ball rolling early, it's then nice. It's not a big club. It's a nice, like, good-sized club. But if you start the vibes early and thing, then you get everyone to be partying earlier. See what I'm saying?
What?
So you saying that there's like warm-up hosts then?
Say that.
No. I don't think it's that. I think it's just
down to qualities of a host, because anyone can do the 2:30, but can man do the 10 o'clock?
But that's like the DJ. There's DJs that can't warm up. So what I'm saying is, do you think that there's hosts that can just do
the warm up? Just like
can only do the shellers, or some hosts that you would like, you can only put it in the earlies because they're mellow, they're calm, they're the welcome guys, they're like the guy holding the vol-au-vents, like that guy.
No, do you know what it is here? I know the point you're making. You're right. Just because there's, I can't remember. I think it might be you. See, there's. You kind of alluded to it before. There's certain men out there. There's certain hosts out there that feed off of the crowd.
Yeah.
And then there's certain hosts that the crowd feed off of. A man that feeds off the crowd can't come in at 10 o'clock and warm up a crowd, because he needs the crowd to be there. He needs them to have energy, and then I've got this, I'm going to shell it. And he'll shell it.
But is he a good host?
Everything needs to say and turn it over.
But is he a good host?
I'll leave that to the people to decide, innit? But for me, a man can come in at 11 o'clock. For example, I'll use the name. Nice guy used to be Fab Vibes. I don't know if you look now from that North London sides. Big man, he's been hosted for a long time. I come in early doors. We booked him I booked Fab Vibes for IOU I done maybe about 10 years ago. And he come in at 11 o'clock. There must have been about 3-4 people. Anyone knows my dances, people come in a bit later, 11:30, 12, between 12 and 1. 11:30, these men are playing. And he's hosting, he's billing them up. And he's going nice. And he's just the same way he'll host and show the dance at 1, 2 o'clock. He was moving at 11 o'clock, but not to like overhype, but he's just warming in nicely, telling everyone, things billing up and just getting the vibes and energy going and interact with the people that was there. And I fully rated that. I learned from that. Because I watched him. I said, yo, do you know what, You don't have to wait for people to come in to start doing your job. Do you know what I mean? You come in, as soon as someone steps foot in that door, your job can start going and you can start working.
At the end of the day, it should be like that, because I've never heard a man say they take less money for doing the 11 o'clock than the 2:30. It's the same money. So at the end of the day, if it's the same money, you're meant to give man the same vibe. If you book me for an early set, I'm not going to come there and just stand up and say, I'm just going to make my money. If the dance as a host, that's what it is. Like, but again, as a host, you got to know when it's right. Like, if you come in there and you know that it is dead, like, unfortunately, there was meant to be the 3 before 11 girls, but they never turn up, and there is only 3 people in the dance, then you have to judge and know, okay, is it worth me trying to talk to these 3 girls that look at me like I'm a madman?
Yeah.
Or do we just warm in the thing nice? You know what I mean? It really depends. But like I said, if you want to see a good host, those that are supposed to be good hosts, put them on early and you see what I want. Because man can bust the dance. If the 2 o'clock bashment set, you can't go wrong, can you? Joe Bloggs can host that set. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, I don't think every man can host that set.
They can't.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think some man they'll fall behind, if you know what I mean. So you know, like let's say that 2:30 set, technically, in essence, not that there's always a stage, but to me, innit, if there's a stage, you're meant to be at the front of the stage.
Yeah.
That 2:30, sometimes that man is behind the stage, behind the decks. Do you know what I'm saying? And when you're behind the deck, you're not now giving that 2:30 energy to me. Do you know what I'm saying? You're kind of giving that 10 o'clock energy.
Yeah. Listen, anyone hitch up, for me anyway, them host their hitch up behind the decks, that is long. I'm trying to be famous, bro. That's, bruv, if there's a stage, brother, I'm working the whole stage, fam. I'm working like it's a stage show, honestly, because like what's the use otherwise? Like for me, that's why the DJ game to me is boring, bro. You know, always like just in the back behind the decks. That's long, fam.
But do you feel like that's something to do with where you came from, though?
Say that again.
Do you feel like that's something to do with where you came from, though?
Partly.
No.
Partly, like I believe, if I didn't, let's say, do grime, if I didn't host on Funky House, you're at the forefront, innit? You can't always be behind the deck, innit? Sometimes if I didn't do uni raves, like all of them bits in it are what add to what I believe in it works for me, innit? You know what I mean? And sometimes if I'm at a rave, let's say I'm at like a Scala. When you walk into a Scala and a man there's that stage, there's all that gap between the crowd and the decks. And you see a man behind the deck. I'm saying that looks mad. I'm just talking about visually. Yeah. Forget what you're doing on that stage. Just visually, when you look, Rod, you're all the way back there trying to tell people to dance at the front.
But some man are on the stage and not connected with the music.
That's all evolution, though. I think that's the learning curve, right? Certain man, like I said, someone said about confidence, and it's about personality, and it's about energy, innit? You can go. Prime example, Indigo. We've all been Indigo O2. Yeah. And you see man standing hosting from a DJ booth. And like you said, rightfully, it looks absolutely nuts. But certain men ain't learned how to hold down a stage, and that's a big jump for them. To go from behind the DJ booth in Riva to hold down, that's a big stage, you know? How am I supposed to work it? How am I walking around it? Like, and certain men have got ego and don't want to act like they don't learn from other hosts, innit? I've watched Zest do things. He's my peer. I've watched Zest do things and think, right, yeah, that works still. That works. Let me try to do something like that, or let me adapt. Let me adapt. Yeah, let me think of something like that now. The way I'm gonna work the stage, and then you're looking at how Dixie walks around the stage. You're looking at all these other men, and you got to look at everyone. How do rappers work the stage? How do MCs work the stage? And all that stuff, and bring that to your. That's a next level stage presence. That in itself is its own category of host. Doesn't hosts have stage presence?
Yeah, but some man can't.
The mic from behind there and be banging down tune, and you're select this and pull up this tune and
You're standing in one spot.
One spot, just there.
Hold on. Listen,
on a big stage, that's a new skill set.
But listen, I know some man who can fire when they know what's coming, because they're building up. Being able to host generically and not know what's coming next is a different level. So being able to go on a stage is one thing, but to go on a stage and connect with the music as well, you gotta have an ear. Someone like the reason, like there's a few hosts that I always gravitate. So if someone booked me and said, you can pick any host of your choice, there's a handful of hosts that I will go for. And those guys are because of their understanding of the music. Do you get what I'm saying? So they can kind of hear what's coming. They can kind of gauge where I'm going so that we can connect. So if we do have a stage, they can connect. But some man will be on the stage just talking. So yeah, you look good because you're running up and down talking to these people over here and these girls over here, but you're not listening to what's being played. So we're not even connecting. Our set could be 10 times better if you knew what was happening. But you're too consumed with looking good on the stage.
I think sometimes as well, there's certain DJs at a level where you kind of know what one. If there's a certain DJ, like as a standalone host, I've never hosted for this brother before, and the first 10 minutes of his set, I'm like, what are you doing? But there's a crowd of 1,000 people. I myself am thinking, I don't know what you're doing, but now I'm trying to vibe with your thing and try and pass on the energy. But me myself, I'm thinking, bro, you clang 7 times. That mix was nuts. How did you go from hair to hair? But I have to keep a straight face and try and connect with. It's a madness, bro.
I think realistically, unless it's your regular DJ, you still have to be it again. We're just using the stage. You still got to be working the stage and checking in with the DJ. Working with a DJ that you've never worked with before, there's no way you're working on a vibe. Your telekinesis is going off. There's no way because every DJ is different. Like I've done a set with DJ Nate. Yeah, first time man's done a set with Nate. Man's working the stage, but man's still got to circle back to see what I want. Like next 2 tunes, next 3 tunes, and then man can go. Like you have to be able to obviously work that out, style it, and then go. But you can't just work and then because you don't know what he's gonna play. You like you might think he's playing off one of his CDs, but he's doing something else. Like it's mad. But I definitely think it comes down to like you have to be aware of the DJ and obviously listen. You got half an hour, 45 minutes to strike a great partnership with that DJ. It either works or it don't.
Yeah, real thing. Minor. Yeah. So I know you're a stage man. You see, for those who don't know about Minor, Minor to me, he's got, to me, he's one of the best hosts in the essence that he's likable, he's confident, and people just gravitate to his personality. When we were speaking about personality earlier, then he hasn't got the best voice. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like, some man's voice is so commanding that when they speak, everyone's like, rah. But his personality is winning for him. Yeah. So him going out on the stage, even if the DJ is not connecting, the people then be like, rah. Like I've seen them connect. Where some man have a personality that repels people. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if they get too much time to talk, they can spoil a good set. Yeah. Because you see, all right, Zest, I'm going to talk about you. I don't know how you have this balance. I don't know how. It's a bit of an art because you're feisty, but you're likable. Bro, you're likable. That's true. So you cuss people and you get away with it. But there's some man who is rude. I think. Yeah.
There's a balance.
Why are you being rude, bro?
It's just the balance.
Yeah, a man will play, like you play, man at the least I'm a problem, and the girls them are going, whoa, and they're saying, whatever, you got bare man problems. And it's like, what? Why are you putting up the gallon? Like, what is it? But some man will do the, like, as I said, with Zest might say something about the gallons, the foot that's running them or something, but it's cheeky, but it's cool. You get what I'm saying? There's that balance. Some man, they get it wrong, brother, and diss the crowd. And like, what do you lot think when you see hosts do stuff like that? When you see when DJs hear DJs fuck up, we know, innit? We know what we're hearing. You hear a clang, we all start thinking, DJ bad selection, too many genres in a certain time. We know, innit? What makes you know when a host is struggling? What's the telltale signs?
I think the telltale signs of a struggling host is going back to earlier when we was talking about man gunning the DJ. It's like when a man's over reliant on the DJ, you can tell that they're struggling. Like that they're saying is in some kind of way connected to the DJ. That's a sign of struggling. I think when the host is continuously talking to the DJ, because it's a blah 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 blah. In it C6, say rare. In it C. I'm thinking. People, there's bare gal, and you're just constantly talking to C6 like you're standing next to him, bro. What are you doing? Like that's definitely a sign of a struggling host. And what I say is a next sign of a struggling host.
I think a sign of a struggling host definitely is when like I believe you see when you talk to people Like you're saying, Zest likes to cuss people, yeah? And I think that's okay because Zest understands this one important quality, which is you never leave person down on a low. You when you're leaving people, if you're cussing them, the cuss has got to leave them feel better about themselves a little way. Like there's it's hard to explain, but there's a thin line between love and hate, innit? You got to know how to balance that line. And so I would say, big up all the girls them that's got 3 kids. But I'm not forgetting about the girls that ain't got no kids yet. You get what I'm saying?
So
like you got to big them up too. You can't leave them out. You got to make sure with something that you say, it brings it back to the girl. Like you said, the girl whose foot's burning her. You understand? You big up the girl that's wearing her heels all night, you know. You understand what I'm saying? But you still got to say, yo, my girl, it don't matter that you take off your flats and all, because what's going on, you're still partying. Enough of them are sit down, you're partying. You make them feel like, I've got a right to be here right now. You get me? Fully. Having the balance of knowing that, how to make people feel good about themselves, in no matter what you're saying. You get what I'm saying to you? That's what I think that's the main ingredient. You got to know how to make people feel good about themselves.
See, that's the key point. That's the key point. At the end, when you're doing your little dissing and you're being cheeky and all that stuff, like, they're supposed to, like, obviously you can't, it's not supposed to be rude to the point where they're like, raw. Like, that's just rude. You're offensive. Do you know what I mean? It's meant to be, oh, you're so cheeky, man. Like, it's tongue in cheek. Everything you say is meant to be tongue in cheek. And like you said, Minor, it's supposed to, like, be, there's meant to be a point to it. You're not just supposed to be throwing insults to people. When you see people start dissing people for no reason, you know they're struggling.
That's a telltale sign, eh?
Yeah, that's 100%. Because the whole point of your little insult is meant to bring it back round to a main point. Do you know what I mean? Oh, the girl there sitting down, her foot's bunning all night, but you know what? When I play a tune like this, I bet she get up, bam, drop the tune, she's up partying again. You know what I mean? There's certain moments, these girls are dead. They're sitting down, they don't know how to party. What's the punchline, bro?
Yeah. How do you think that's gonna get her off her seat? By cussing her that she's sitting down.
Yeah, you're repelling them. You're making them. You're saying, "Don't party with us." And then
you're saying, everybody look at her.
Yeah.
That's not the way you do it.
So I think the cussing thing. I think there's a few people that do it well, and as I said, that's personality based. You get me? Because those like yourself, Zest, is like feisty everywhere. It's not like you face it to the man then, but everybody knows what it is.
But remember, one bit of the tonality being wrong in that little cuss, fam, it's
wrong.
Yeah. You know so shut up, shut up. Same word, different tone.
It's a different thing. Because even when, like, sometimes man will go to a certain place and do it with certain man them in the dance, and man might be like, yo. Like, no, bro, it's cool. But if it's like the tonality is slightly off, you man are dickheads anyway, brother. That's a whole new. That's a new problem. That is not a laughing joke. It's now an issue. We might not get out of it. You know the way there. So at the end of the day, it has to be done right. And that's why I'd always say, like, find like your key element. You know what I mean? Like, not everyone can be feisty. Like, not everyone can take the piss. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not for everyone.
I'm not good at
like Ricky F stand in the rave and slaughter girls, but they're sitting up, fam. They love it.
Yeah.
They love it. It's like, that is.
But do you think when you're do you think, like, as a host, you have your own individual style then?
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
You have to. You have to 100%. You have to.
What's good for one man ain't good for another. Now, if you can't go into a room with people and be that person that sits in a room and banters everyone, you shouldn't be going into a dancing then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
People, because certain things that save you is that Zest could make a comment in a dance, and one of the group batch of the girls didn't find it funny, you know, and she's going, "Rah, that was rude," and the friends would be like, "No, he's like that, you know." This is it. And they'll be like, "Oh yeah, okay, cool." Same thing. They'll know. They're like, "Nah, do you know what? He's just proper cheeky, rare," And I bet you that same girl will come up to him afterwards and go, "You're funny, you know." Yeah. Sometimes it's just about people need to know your personality in order to get away with that. You can't come in there and start dissing people, and people don't know you like that. I wouldn't go into certain dances if people don't know my personality and start running my mouth. Because it's like, people don't know me like that. They just think, who the fuck is this guy coming in there and running his mouth in there? And no one don't know you from Adam and don't know your personality and something. And they said, you got to kind of just, unless you're big enough to be known for what you do and what you're bringing to the table, then by all means.
I think.
So do you think it's right?
I was gonna say the star thing is definitely.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I don't think like a host like MJ, his style would never work for me. Like he is very calm, laid back, relaxed. For me, I just couldn't do that. Like it's not enough. Like it's not active enough. But then for him, that is completely his style.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be a stage worker.
Yeah, but he's not really a stage worker, innit?
But his connection with his connection is on point for the invasion, their connection is on point.
Yeah.
So, and they could cause the same amount of like eruption in a O2 with him standing next to him as someone around the stage.
No. I've seen MJ work the stage, you know. I've seen him work the stage, and I've seen him like he's doing his bit like O2 as well. I've seen him like more time. You will see him next to Toddler, and they're bouncing off of each other, and that radiates to the crowd, innit? That's the way they work, and it works every time. But I've seen him come down on the stage, flip his snap backwards, and go
he can do it.
Yeah, but then when you don't say work in the stage, what's working the stage?
You get me?
When you don't say work in the stage, what's that? Because it's working the stage, a man coming down from the DJ booth and hosting, walking up and down.
Well, in essence, because there's not much. As a host, I don't think there's, unless you're a man, and I'm not, I don't have that one in my locker, innit? I'm not the one who jumps around, innit? That's not my thing.
No,
so to me...
you're on the speaker box climbing now?
No, I'm not on none of that. My thing to me, innit, is the working of the stage. You're looking at the crowd, you're talking to them, because obviously when you're on a stage, it's completely different to being in a club, to me, innit? There's always going to be some people at the front, for some reason, I don't know how or why, but there's always going to be some people at the front looking at the stage. So those people are the ones those are kind of the people to engage with whilst you're on the stage, innit? Because she's looking at you, she's looking at you, she's looking at you. So while you walk up and down this stage, you got to engage with those ones. The rest of them, obviously, you still include them, but they're raving. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But on the stage, you can do stuff like, I've seen, perfect example, a man be on a stage and run over to the right-hand side and say, everybody over here, so go so. And then run over to the other side and say, everyone over there, so.
I will do that. Yeah. I'm an energy man. I will do that. But do you know what I would say? It definitely depends where you are in the world doing it. You understand? Because when you're doing these international, like I did big, what's my man's name? Mr. Easy, the Afrobeats concert. I did one over in Sweden last year. And I'm just a dancehall intermission. But the promoter, like 20 minutes before going out, he's little, like I've never performed for Swedish people before, you know what I'm saying to you? So for me, I'm taking the knowledge that I'm seeing from Scrapper and people like that I know that go out there and do things around the world, and you understand me? And them and their tubbies, so their crowd is reggae, not dancehall, not bashment. So I've got to talk to this promoter, and the promoter is making me know the age group of the crowd that are out there. 2,000 plus people in the crowd, and so I'm saying, okay. We got 20 minutes before going on for me to talk to Fire Metro. Yeah, I said I don't call his name right now. We got so. Because our London pattern and it's different. So he made me know they want to see the energy. They want to see when they're watching,
jump around.
They want to see that. So I had to make sure I implement that. You understand what I'm saying to you? And I believe that if I didn't do it, they wouldn't have got the vibes as they did get, because they did get very vibe. You're talking about DJs and selectors standing on speakers. They was climbing on speakers and doing all sorts of things, but that's because man went in there with that knowledge of energy. Now, I'm not going to go to, I'm lying, because I'm going to go to, what's its name as well? I'm going to go Caribbean Weekend, and I am going to go on the left-hand side of the stage, and I am going to go on the right-hand side. I'm going to move about.
That comes down to your conviction, because a man that's calm and whatever on the mic, you telling them to go to the right, because of your energy, they'll go to the right. Yeah. There's a man that hosts and don't believe what they're asking the people to do.
Yeah.
But they're never going to do it, because you don't even believe that they're going to do it when you're telling them to do it.
It's like, come over here, guys.
We're going to go gas and go to the right first, please.
Yeah. You're saying that you're right. What Miner said, bro, sometimes you're forced into this. And then it's sink or swim. And it's the light, you have to then draw on hosts that you see. When I was in Gambia, same thing. I was playing, big stage. Me and Bobby Noodles from Birmingham. They're like, you got to go, like, I'm talking to the people about playing tunes. I've had to go out there, work the stage. It's the most people I've ever spoken to in my whole life. I was shocked. I stole every one of you lot's lines. I stole them all. I was like, but you see, that made the set, because there was times when I would play a tune, run out and get them to do stuff, made them signal the plane, but I couldn't do that from behind. I had to be on the stage, signaling the plane. You get what I'm saying? And the whole crowd was doing it. Sometimes you're forced into that. And that there is very important. You have to be able to come out and do that. Have to be able to do that. Have to. Enough man can't do it. This leads me to a question I want to ask, How important is a host? Like, Fats just asked it, but I need to know, like, how important. I know Zest said 90%, but I used to have a residency in the West End, and in that club, I would do all night. I remember I did a couple New Year's Eves in there. You get me? That's when I had the TMT hat as well. You get me? But then they're booking their girl now, is it? But I would do like the whole night, but it's a zero mic policy. There's no mic. There's no host. There is no mic. And I just play tune, play all the stuff they want to hear. So clearly, the night doesn't need a host. Do you get what I'm saying? But our dances are set different. So a host can never be 100%. So what percentage of the importance in our scene, our dance, however you want to word it, is a host? How important percent?
Here's my thing, this is what I believe in it, I believe a party, in essence, doesn't technically need a host. As in, if you have a party and the DJ plays correct, it can happen with no host. I think that as soon as you have a host, your party can no longer not have one. So once you have one, let's say a host goes on at 12 to 1. You see when the next DJ goes on from 1 and has no host, I feel like the rave dips.
Okay, because there's something missing.
Okay. I feel like the rave dips heavily when that happens.
West End and things like that, that is the West End culture. Culture doesn't need a host, so it just works like that. You're probably more shocked to go to certain West End events and hear a host. Right, they got a host here. Like, because you're thinking West End, certain clubs, they just don't have a host. You know what I mean? But then when you come back to the ends now, like think of Virgos. You would never walk in Virgos and expect to just hear music. The first thing you're going to say is, where's the host? What one? Do you know what I mean? Because to me, it's just different. Remember, you see the West End clubs, with or without a host, people are going to get up and rave. Or party. Yeah? In the ends, fam, people will sit down all night if no one tells them to get up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's to a point, because I feel like I've also been in a dance, like, on the ends. Like, I'm talking real gully side dance, And it's so gully that the promoter forgot the mic. Yeah? And when he did bring the mic, it was so timpan we had to use headphones at one stage. You get what I'm saying?
Jesus.
But the point is, dance did go on, but with just tune. So the point is,
But is that because it was a?
That's just because you got no choice. You either leave, you either party or you don't, bro. Because there's no mic. There is no mic.
Do you know? I think it's from whose point of view, because
yeah, true.
Certain woman is gonna say, "Boy, that party was sweet," and the man weren't chatting all over the tune then because women don't like the too much talking. They don't like it, so it depends on from whose perspective, innit? A man who's a mics man, I'm gonna be standing there. I was in New York thinking, "What the fuck these guys doing there?" You understand me? It's because it weren't what I'm used to. So. And what I prefer to hear that yard man. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? I prefer to hear that even if it's an English speaker, I prefer to hear the microphone boys come giving instruction. That's what I do. So I'm gonna want to hear that. But there's people that don't want to hear that. The less you talk, the better for their night. You get what I'm saying? So it comes down to a preference.
You know what though?
Go on, let Jay talk. You know what it is? Your voice is so low because you're sitting so far back. So when you're talking,
and I'm far back, but I got a loud voice.
Yeah.
No, guys, people sleeping in the yard and these things. What I'm saying is a host can either add or take away from the dance, because even if the DJ is playing big tunes and the mixers are going off, if my man is doing the wrong speech or my man's completely talking over the mix, you're taking away from the dance. So I think it depends on the hosts themselves.
But I agree. But look, let me start with, because my initial point was you don't need a host to have a party. You need music to have a party. So that's the fundamental part. But I believe a host can turn a good set into an even better set. Or it's gonna go from, this man is laying down tune, and then certain time it's just someone hyping up the crowd to what the DJ is doing. So like you said, like J-Lo just said, you should be talking over the mix, and I agree you don't be talking over the mix, but sometimes that mix is so fire, I'm gonna hype up the crowd and let them know this mix is fucking fire. And now they agree, this mix is fire, everyone's hype. I'm telling you, pull up that fucking mix, do the whole mix again, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's hype now. Everyone's gassed. No. Do it again. And sometimes that's what it is. But if you're there by yourself as a DJ, you ain't getting that. Are you gonna pull out your own tune? You have to wait for the crowd to come and say, that was a bad mix. Sometimes they need that first person, which is usually the loudest person in the mic, to come and tell you, this is bad. This is how we're reacting to this, and that's how they react. Nah, you're working off the crowd. You know to pull up the whole mix. You're not just pulling up one tune because they think it's the tune that's coming. Because you might have just dropped one tune into the next, and the next tune you dropped is big. Nah, that whole mix was bad. I want the first tune you played to come in, bring in the second tune again, and do the whole mix again.
You might. Some man might that might have been lucky for some man. You tell them to do it again.
There you go.
You know what? I do believe.
I didn't know what I was doing. It was an accident.
You know, I do also believe as well. Our host he's there as. So a DJ can concentrate on doing his DJing. So, you might have the one, like the host that he's focusing on that one little crowd of people, when they go and pull up, but the whole dance ain't saying pull up. You understand what I'm saying? And he's focusing. The DJ, the host is there to pinpoint right now. Don't just keep going. You get what I'm saying, Chew? Like give him that extra whisper because he's got the eyes out on the sea. You get what I'm saying, Chew? And I believe a host is needed for little things like that. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes you can get the same person telling you to pull out, and then it takes the DJ to realize the fourth time, like, how come this person You understand? When you look out, you see everybody's not enjoying themselves like how she's just on her own way. You get what I'm saying? So I think a host is needed.
A host do that shit as well, bruv. Hosts do that shit as well. You got some hosts, pull up, bruv.
But that's the balance of a good host and a bad host.
Hey, C6, I'm not gonna lie, you sound mad anti-host, you know.
No, let me explain something to you. Yeah.
C6 is, you know what it is, yeah? Just to one point that C6 said earlier, and it is so true, yeah? He is his own guy. So you see C6, yeah? As far as he's concerned, you're working with him. And I appreciate that. But then when you get a host like me, where I'm like, you're working with me, the two is going to be an issue. You know what I mean? So it's not that C6 is anti-host, but where you're used to doing your thing as the DJ now, really and truly, when a host comes, it's for a host to complement your set. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you get a host now that is saying, yo, I've got this set tonight, 2:30, I'll go and shell that Ross. C6 is already on shelling that Ross. So the two of you is like, boy, we're going to show, but right now, you know what I mean? I'm telling you low, you're not turning. What? I'm telling my level. I'm telling my level, man's not leveling. I'm telling my pull up, he's not pulling up.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yes.
as a host, this is the side that kicked in. Okay, now I got to go behind the decks and physically pull up the tune. Now he's pissed. You get me? Yeah. But I'm thinking, man, I have to go pull up the tune. What? You
see what it is, yeah? Let me tell you something, yeah? All right. When my thing, is for me, when I bust dance, I've got a formula in it. One of my formulas is this. I look at life, I put everything into analogies, as Fat said earlier. I'm an analogy man, yeah? If you shake a fizzy bottle, but every 2 seconds, you let out the air, that's pulling up. You're letting out the air. There's never going to be an eruption. Because every time you shake it, you let out some air. Before you know it, the dance is flat. The bottle's flat, the bottle. But me, I'm going to shake it. Next tune, shake it. Next tune, shake it. You see when the lid busts, everything busts. That's how I treat the dance. You get what I'm saying? Well, some hosts just want to, it's the littlest, they make 10 people make noise, they want to pull up the tune. But I want wall to wall forward. That's me. You get what I'm saying?
A pull up is a celebration, though.
I hear you. But you see, when you pull up too much, you then take away genuine forward. Genuine forwards. This is why I've got I've got a reputation for shutting, because I'm stopping you from pulling up. Because then, if you think this tune deserves a pull up, wait until you hear the next one. And then you see when we get to the next one, if you think that one needed a pull up, wait until the next one. And then you see when we get to tune number 5 of Frenzy, the dance is gone, bro. That's where I've got the reputation of shutting shit down by controlling that. Some man let go, they keep letting the fucking gas, they keep putting out the gas too quick. One little gas say pop, 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 they pull up. Before you know it.
But they're saying that C6 then, what happened if, like you said, I know you look around at the crowd and read your crowd and all that still, but certain time you're in your zone, innit? So you're going to go down and you're going to, let me work. Then I'm looking at, say for example, I'm hosting for you now, I'm looking at and I'm saying the place is going mad. And you're like, right, I want to drop one more. The whole crowd's going, pull up. But you're like, no, wait till the next tune. And then it gets a little bit, we can see sometimes it's like, oh, I want to hear it. And then we got to deal with that dick again. Can you put that song back on again, please? Can you put that one again? And then I got to deliver the bad news, because you know it ain't coming back on again.
I hear that. But you see me, you see the thing is, because of, I will never let, all right, for this is what I believe in myself, innit? I'm never gonna, I've got a destination. So if I'm playing tune, my destination is tune, I'm a chess player, innit? So I know on the 5th tune, by the 5th tune, I have to release the energy in this room, because it's going to get silly and people are going to get bored or think, what's happening? But releasing it too early, the eruption ain't going to happen. The level of eruption, I don't want money pull-ups. I don't want that. I want wall-to-wall forward. I want claps. I want, oh my days, I want people sweating. That's money forward to me. You get what I'm saying? The man, I was watching them people way at the back of the dance, and now I'm seeing them edge forward. That's money pull-up to me. I look at everything. I'm old school. I'm not a laptop man. I'm everywhere. My eyes are everywhere. So when I've done that, some hosts, this is why when I'm working with certain people, I got these little codes in it. I tap your hand a couple times and man say, all right, cool. And I will whisper and tell them, man, no, watch, wait, trust me. And then we'll get that forward. Me and Fats have done it. Amsterdam, we've gone crazy with it. But he could have pulled up loads of tunes, because what he's looking at is we're shelling. We're starting off. But bro, if you think this is going off, just give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes. You get what I'm saying? You see, and that is the thing.
That kind of coincides with a lot of times, or one thing like what Pleazer was saying when man's looking out, because there's a lot of DJs, they just head down DJs.
Yeah, yeah,
And don't get me wrong, they do well, but then there's sometimes where head down DJs, they're having a bad day. And they just don't even know it because they're so in the laptop or in the mix. They're not even seeing what I want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those kind of DJs, they could be dangerous as well because they think they're shelling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you as the host, you're with everyone else in the crowd, like,
Bro, what are you doing? All right, Zest, let me tell you something. Remember, you know, I'll tell you this. I just booked me for a dance. No, I thought the thing's too much, is it? But just booked me for a dance, yeah. And let's just say, I feel my set didn't go the way it needed to go, and it has no fault of mine. You get what I'm saying? And because
Fault of who? I want to hear that.
It was the host's fault, in my opinion.
Okay.
It was the host's fault.
I was at that dance.
It was the host's fault.
Was it C6 fault facts? No, I'm joking.
It was the host's fault because
it weren't his fault. No, it weren't his fault.
I'm judging. You see, I'm judging in it. I'm reading, and I'm saying, all right, cool. This needs a steady medi. You get me? Let's keep the thing steady and build. We were in the building position.
Yeah.
We were in pull-up position. We're in building position. So even if you are shelling early, you're still building.
Kind of got to just go with it.
You got to go with it. So the fact that you're shelling is not that you're trying to shell, it's that you're playing well. You got to know the difference between shelling and playing well.
Playing well, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shelling, people, you have to remember what where the term shelling come from, you know. That's when man bust their gun and there's beer shell on the floor, you know. That's shelling. You don't get that from just juggling. You get that from shelling. Man ain't busting their gun for every song. So I look at everything in the terms that it was set for. Genuine forwards, I'm pulling up. If it's not a genuine forward, let's leave it, bro.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Keep going.
That's where it's tricky if you're working with a host. If it's a genuine fault to you, might not be a genuine fault to him.
Yeah, but some man have like my level of this tune needs a pull up is set at 9. When it goes 9 over on the scale over 9, we pull it.
Might be lower still.
Some man have 3.
Yeah.
3.
Some man are happy that some of the crowd are singing along to this song.
Yeah.
Some man pull up songs.
That's enough.
Some man pull up songs for the song. So whenever they play Shabba Motherpot, it's getting pulled.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that because that's actually the case, which is terrible still.
Man, like you said, there's certain DJs that they're playing sets, then there's certain DJs that plan pull up as well, which is mad.
Yeah. If I play Toast, I'm pulling it up.
You're right.
If I play Toast, I'm pulling it up.
4 times.
Yeah.
Toast more times anymore.
Let me just say something though. Yeah, this is what this is more to promoters though. Yeah. So sometimes as a host wise, yeah, I think that promoters don't give hosts enough credit. As in, I see some lineups and I've looked at it and it's just DJs, but technically they're gonna want them DJs to host, but those DJs are not hosts. Do you know what I'm saying? You know some DJs. Okay, I look at his name. Okay, he can host himself. Okay, he can host himself. That DJ doesn't host. So what happens in your party? Do you know what I'm saying? But he's not respecting that. This party probably needs a host. I'm not gonna go to a man and say, you need to book, man. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can look at some raves and you can tell, my man don't respect hosts really. Like, he just don't book hosts. Do you know what I'm saying? Or
I disagree.
Then you can go back to what Pleazer said. When Pleazer said, I might respect the host, but Bridget, do I might not need a host right now still because do I want to pay the extra bills or the extra this or the extra that?
Yeah.
You know what?
And certain promoters will say to the brother that hosted before, brother, I beg you stay for another half an hour just.
You know what it is? That conversation, bro.
You know what it is? There's most of the good hosts are attached to sounds.
Yeah.
So there's a very limited amount of standalone good hosts. This is when me and Fats was talking about Lobez the other day, yeah? Dissing him.
I was hoping you were going to say that. I'm saying today, like, or if they're standalone
Bro.
Oh, look, your reception's messing up right now, bro.
I'm saying, what kind of imagine that? Man don't even have
the most important part of the conversation to do with you, boy.
Your internet host is messing up.
Man's gone, you know.
Your internet host.
You're back.
All right, Jay, you're back, yeah? Okay, okay, mate.
Next to the router.
That's on the router now, you get me? All right,
My thing here, I was saying, I was thinking to myself today, like, bro, obviously I've had certain talks with, like, Fats or Nitro, and I was like, bro.
Oh, okay, that's a quick AOL dial-up. Someone's picked up the telephone. Someone picked up the house phone.
It's still frozen.
Hello? It's up on the internet. Turn off the internet.
That's not ringing nice.
How long you want to use the internet, man? How long you want to use the damn internet? Come off of the internet, man. That's somebody.
Jesus.
You're moving like English fire, bro.
English fire had a 1G, that's it.
I'm using a dongle.
I'm using a dongle. Yeah, the T-Mobile dongle.
T-Mobile dongle.
Earlier on, English fire was trying to host some clash, yeah? And the two people in the clash, brother, I don't know what kind of dial-up internet they had. It was a mess, fam.
Yeah, it's happening.
Am I back?
You're back.
Yeah, go on, mate. Go on now.
No, I was saying, like, obviously, my age, yeah, in terms of raving and hosting or whatever else, I'm like the new generation, but because of who I know coming up, I'm not part of the new generation, but all of these men have come from a certain era and a certain time. It come from certain sounds and whatever else. I don't know anyone that has,
you know what,
as a host, stand alone.
That's what we listen to this.
That's what we're talking about.
Conversation with C6, and I said, in essence, technically, J Lobez is technically the only host that is a standalone host.
That's come.
Just never been in anything. With
just
no
coming
one.
as just hosting, no sound, no nothing, no training
before.
Yeah, but in saying that, this is where, because there's a lot of respect in that, and I respect you for that. However, it's harder for you because you have that where hosts get to connect with a sound man or get to connect with a sound or just a DJ, and they bill and they learn. Where the DJ learns, the host learns. You learn all different time. You learn so much. The little house party thing that's all gone wrong, like Pleazer, that's where he learned. You don't have that chance to learn.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So little things I remember when we was in Breakaway, you said something on the mic and I was like, I was like, nah, you can't talk like that. Do you remember?
Yeah.
But that's because, to me, you're making mistakes, like where every single host makes mistakes, but they make it with their sound. But you're making those mistakes where you have to. We all make mistakes on the build up, but you had to make them all with a DJ. So if you're making that with me, you're making that with me, brother. Nah, I'm the wrong guy to do it with. Do you get what I'm saying?
The thing is, I think I spoke to Fats about this, yeah?
Yeah.
I think I spoke to Fats because I was like, bro. Like, it means C6 got issue, cause like, I was like, what do you mean? I was like, bro, when I was at Breakaway, I wasn't even hosting for you.
No.
I was hosting for Carmen, and he was like, no, I can't say that. And I was like, I thought like, raw, because the reason why I felt violated, I thought to myself, raw, but.
What was can't say that? Can we ask?
Oh, yeah, no, you know what? I will tell you. Remember earlier when I spoke about being rude? I thought he was being rude. There are two reasons, yeah? Firstly, anyone who knows me, when I'm in a dance, yeah, and I'm invested in it, not financially, but like it's my brethren's dance, or I want the success of that dance, I police it. So if the decks go funny, you trust me, I'm quite technical with it. I'm running up, I'm saving them, man. If the laptop's fucked, I'm running up, I'm saving them, man. Like you've all seen me do that. But true, I'm looking at the dynamics of that dance and the promoters of that and my people. I'm thinking, raw, you're cussing the girls them. And where Pleazer was saying, it didn't seem like it was coming back. It sounded like a diss.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, don't say that. obviously I didn't know you at the time, so you took it personal. But being older and I've been around, I'm gonna try and help everyone, but I'm quite blunt, so I might have said it and it come across a certain way. I never had the chance to fix it. You get what I'm saying? But the truth is, I'm trying to help you the same way I was pulled up. I've been pulled up a few times. And man saying, bro, don't do. Then I learned from it. You get what I'm saying? So that's the conversation that you had. You said something, and I was like, bro, he's just dissing them. Don't diss these people. You get me?
Same thing that you was talking about the whole, it might have been the same, man of the least of my problem thing. And I was saying something, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
No, same thing though. Like, you see the way.
Remember, I don't come from a sound and I don't come from nothing. And DJs and hosts, they don't
something, why you come from something.
Don't talk, innit? So
yeah.
I've never had someone say, raw, fam, that was good or that was all right, yeah, but next time try boom, boom, boom. So when the first thing I've ever heard is, don't do that, it's like.
But listen, you see in this scene.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah, come on, man.
No, in this scene, like even me and Zest can kind of say this. We come up under big man sound, innit?
Yeah.
So we come up as a box boy, sitting in the back of a van, eating Morley's and no lights in it, just waiting to just offload box and come back and unload box and offload box and all this.
What's a night ravers?
Night ravers, big up PD calling all these things there. Trust me, man from young, been up thing. And you know what it is? From when man used to go and I remember one time I must have been about 16 and we're doing a little youth party or a christening or something. I can't remember. In a hall, we done a little set higher. Tynos is playing tune and we must have played you know, if you know Tynos, don't know nothing about radio edit. He never has and he never will. Like this brother don't play radio edit.
Don't book Tynos for no picnic.
No, Christian. No picnic thing. No picnic thing. Man don't know nothing about
Don't cancel your business.
No, but real talk. So then we must have been we was young. We was in our teens, and Cooley just overseeing the side, you know, they come and Ronnie Beaver, you don't know him, come and touch the sitting, but he ain't touching nothing and building up the thing. And he must have played, you know, Take It Easy. And I'm there hosting along with it. And I'm saying, take it easy, boom, cheesy. And man come and turn off the mic on me and come and pull me up. So, yo, know your crowd. You can't be saying pum, cheesy and all that in front of kids. Like, really. And man pull me up. And I was like, raw, you're right. And he said, change it. Foot bottom cheesy. It's funny. And I'm like, raw. I'm thinking, I don't even want to say it now, but you know what? I learned from it. And you'll see how many times we'll come in and words to lyrics get changed.
Pleazer, you didn't want to teach the lyrics in front of the man that just gave you the lyrics.
Nah, you can't just teach me like that. I mean, just use it straight away. Nah. It's all ego. It's all ego. Same way, there's certain things I've learned along the line from, like Glamzino for one. I remember being in, what's the one on Old Kent Road? Can't we change his name so much?
The one by McDonald's.
The one by McDonald's, yeah. I can't remember what it was.
701.
701 now.
You know what? It was about 10 name changes ago. This was years ago. This is before. And when I say before, we all know what I'm talking about. But I must have been in there with and Glamzini's, and I remember he just come and looked at me and I was like, yo, he pulled me aside and just gave me a little talk, and I said, yeah. And I've learned enough from him. I've learned enough from Glamzini. And he come, I said, yeah. But then you know what? After we talk, he come out and said, yo, I see your name on bare things, and I'm listening to you now, and you're going on with things, you get me? And so that's what I say, like, there's bare ego in this, and as much as man don't want to act like, you need, whether you're in a sound or not in a sound, you need a man that's older than you are, a man that's done it, to come and say, this is what's going to work, and this ain't going to work. There's no point in going and learning by yourself. That's the ones where you see them hoes come in, you don't see them no more. So man ain't booking you.
Yeah. That's cool. Trust me, I'm a kind of person that if anything I see, I will say. I'm not an expert, don't get me wrong, but I've worked fucking hard to come through. I've learned so much. I've learned from everyone's mistakes, my own mistakes. I've been taken off of decks before, like in my learning. I've had it all, bruv. I've had it all. So when I see something, I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
And then next time I see you, and you judge me by my actions, next time you see me, when I hail you up normal, just know we don't have no problem. Because me and you now have done a couple mad sets in Rebs. You can check out my SoundCloud, C6 and J-Lo. You get me?
Shameless.
You get me?
Shameless plug.
You know them ones there. But like, the truth is, there's no like if I thought you did that and thought it was shit and didn't say it to you, you will never learn, and B, I would always look at you like, I don't want J Lobez because he does that.
Yeah. That's what he does. He does that.
Yeah, he's rude, or he ain't never gonna learn. So we all gotta grow. And if I do something, a man don't, I learn from anyone. If a man says, right, that didn't look good, that didn't sound good, I will take that. Because I'll be like, okay, cool, I'll think about it, go home, and then all right, cool. I
think it's just mad. I think one of the biggest, not to make this whole thing about me, but like even when I'm talking to like Smurf and them, I say, bro, like you lot come from an era where, was it Virgos or something, like no one else would have a dance or something, like this week is Top Catz, next week is this man, the week after that brother. And I'm coming at a time where like everyone's clicked off, this people don't mess with these people, that people don't mess with that people. I've come in like, bro, I ain't got issue with anybody, but now like if this person was booking the dance, they bought that host and those DJs, they bought those people, and them people bought them people. So then now somebody coming up, not just me, somebody coming up, how do they get looking? Unless they now build their own thing, because nobody else is trying to step outside of their circle.
Bro,
the thing is, there's always going to be a lot of that, because although when, like I'd say Usman was doing our thing, it wasn't very much clicky, but at that stage it got to the end thing. South man played in South, East man played in East, West, Northwest, they done whatever they done over there. So then, like, we worked with what we had down here. So Croydon, we was hitting up over there a couple spots, and then you had like Virgos, and you had
that's Southeast. The Southwest was separate.
Yeah, Southwest was even separate.
Even that, it's only a couple times you would get drawn into a Southwest dance if you knew the promoter was really on Shelly. But really and truly, it was very much an end thing. It's only where the city came into it. The city allowed
opens it up. It opens it up.
Yeah, you know what I mean. When everyone started going into EC and in the city, and then you're seeing, right, this man shows from East and this man shows from West, and yeah, man, what have you. So I think there'd always be that whole kind of ends thing. That now what it is, J Lobez, is everything is very clicky. So you got this, like the way I view the sort of scene now is you've got like DJ Nate and them man there. They got their circle. Capital and Frank and them man there, and they've got their circle. Like then you got the couple man them, I think, that do revs. Only they can get you revs, so that's a next circle. Like now it's actually mad in that respect. Like it's all changed, but then at the same time, as much as they've got clicked, everybody that's elder, there's clicks as well. It's kind of clicky as well. So I think it's always kind of that way still.
For a host coming in, or like a new up and coming DJ, like younger generation, like how would they? Because there's only certain man I feel like as an older or as an elder in the scene, I felt like it should have been. If you know a younger brother around you that's trying to do their thing, the elder should build man up. Where now it just seems like, not just for me, just in general, it's well, my things are right. So,
but I think you know what? Even in regards to that, I think the difference is again. Sorry to cut you fat. I think the difference is again. Like I feel like and it could just be me, but me personally, I feel like I'm so far away from all the scenes I was just saying, Capitals, Nates, all of them. I'm so far from it, yeah? You can give me a flyer now from one of them man's dances, yeah? It could be a big dance, Scala, Coronet.
Yeah.
The whole lineup, yeah? I'll probably recognize Super Nitro, Fats Official, DJ Nate, and that's probably it, fam. Yeah. There'll be 30 DJs on the lineup. You know what I mean? One thing I give the youngsters, they're not doing it how we done it. They are not doing small venues. They are
straight in at 1,000.
Straight into Carlin. Yeah, they're straight in at 1,000, bro. Back in the day, that wasn't happening, bro.
No way.
That was a super party at the end of the year.
That's I think that's a bit down to luck. That was a bit down to luck because when man started, the big raves were the garage raves, innit? And they had the collies, they had the temples in Tottenham, and So our dances weren't gonna make it. And then when we did start, those things were not open to us. When garage got a bit gully, yeah, and every big venue stopped wanting our people in it.
Yeah,
that's when our thing started to flourish. That's when we had to pick up the little 200 capacity venues, because Collie wouldn't look at you, Temple wouldn't look at you, Scarlett's always been there, it would never look at you. Coronet was always there, it would never look at you. Electric, Brixton, they won't look at you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even big, what's the venue in Brixton where they have opposite, what's it called? I think it's called Phoenix now, but it used to be, you know,
Plan B.
Plan B.
Yeah.
The only black people dance I ever see in Plan B was My Girl's thing.
Yeah.
Off the wall.
Remember the time? Off the wall.
Off the wall. And you might get the occasional big people thing in there, but they weren't looking at us. So we couldn't get those opportunities. Where now the Coronets run down when they started giving it to us. Carlos run down when they started giving it to us. They need our P's now. But they were doing all right without us.
We're like lost in the stockpile, isn't it?
Yeah. So
all right, cool. We just need the P's. Throw them in.
Yeah. We ain't got long left on our license, so let's just get it to them.
But isn't it because the youngsters, they just kind of gravitate to bigger anyway?
I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess that's one thing. They remember, your first raving, if you all look at your first raving experience, it's probably just wanting to be where the most girls are and just want to be where everything, once you get older and you start, remember, and they got no music, don't mean a lot to them. Yeah. Their old school is minimal.
I don't know, I think it's just an example where times have changed, like when we went out and under me and Tynos, when we got our first booking, we had to go to a promoter and give man a Discman, bruv, with a mix that we done on it, give the headphones and say, yeah, this is what we done. And that's how we got in our first rave.
Discman,
And no, real talk. And we had to go out and we had to flyer for raves, and we had to tell them, man, yeah, I'm gonna flyer for your rave, and you have to tell me, yeah, I'm gonna sell tickets for your rave. And you have to go in and put in a graph. Where now everything's social media, everything's digital. You can send a broadcast. I couldn't send a broadcast when I first started. I had to go out and tell 100 people that I'm playing at this rave. Yeah. I couldn't just sit in my bedroom and do it. You know what I mean? And social media's out there. You can go out. I've got bare followers. No, not for these DJs get booked because they got 100,000 followers, or they got 10,000 followers. They can get booked off the back of that. No one ain't heard them play 2 tunes in their life, but they got 10,000 followers. They're a DJ now. Yeah. And they're getting booked off the back of that. So I think times have changed. So as always, the one thing that ain't changed is networking. I think from as we was down there, you always expanded, and you always find that you get more bookings from going in, you network, you get that booking, you go into that booking and you've done your job. You went in there and done exactly what you was asked to do. Someone else is sitting in there like, right, these youths ain't too bad, you know what, let me get their details and find out if they can come and do a little thing for me. And then you'll find your thing expanded from there. That's how you got more bookings. It ain't really changed in that sense, because you just need to network with the right people, put your graft in, and then when you get out to the time to do your thing, you do your job.
So you're either gonna remain in your lane and in your comfortable sector where you probably are, or you're gonna be on some vibe of you're trying to go into like the youngsters arena. But for me right now, it don't even really look like that new youngsters type of arena has many of the so-called quote unquote elders in there anyway.
No, they got their own thing.
They got their own thing.
It don't seem like it at all. And to me, the elders in that scene are bloody Super Nitro and I don't know. I don't even know. No, I think Nate and them are young, innit?
No. Uncle Fats.
Yeah,
Fats and Super.
I never seen that scene like that. I touch in and touch out. You get me? But
no, you're fully in it.
You got the option.
You're fully in it.
I played at one Bassman party. I played at Bassman party one time, and that's it.
Yeah, Fats, you're in that scene, fam. I don't know that because at the end of the day, like I said,
no, I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't.
Black Tim Westwood, man.
No, me. You know what it is, none for you're silly, You know what it is, yeah. Obviously, I know
the old man. They're locking down the young people down.
They're still Westwood, fam.
And them man, and those man that you're saying, really, they don't really book. Like I get bookings from like a shoe-bitchy kind of crowd as well now. So it's the same. It's the same kind of age group. So they're still young, but it's not that crowd. It's not that just like that out of uni crowd, if you know what I mean. I don't really get them here and there. They're sparse.
This is why even with like the debate that Nitro and Thingy was having yesterday, Nitro and Corey was having yesterday. It's like a lot of the stuff they were saying, cool, I understand it, but to me, it's just one-sided.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, it's just two man's opinion, isn't it?
One-sided, and that's probably why certain man is getting vexed and certain man's doing online and them a madness.
What? Part of the things then, what? Who's vexed? Who's vexed?
I feel for the sake of podcast, we need some context, man.
Yeah, who's vexed? What are you talking? What is this?
Gangster Kid was not happy today, fam. Or yesterday. Gangster Kid was telling everyone about under their mama.
Yeah.
About what they do and don't make and all of these kind of things. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I get it because one comment I heard, someone said Gangster Kid and then someone said, no, I think Corey said Gangster Kid and Nitro was like, I don't rate him. Now, Nitro was doing a lot of bantering, so I don't know if that was a banter part or if that was real or whatever. You know what I mean? Plus, then after that, they said Andrew Fresh is number one. And I think certain man in that scene is upset about that as well. Do you get me? But, but the bottom line is, at the end of the day,
it's
a lot of it was one-sided. Like, the host that they're calling out when they're saying certain host is top tier and the best and rare. If I'm hearing man talking about hosts and I'm not hearing names mentioned like Dixie,
Cappuccino,
these kind of people, Cappuccinos, it doesn't make no sense to me. You know what I mean? Because you could call out certain hosts, but personally for me, I don't even think if people have done a certain level, if you haven't done a certain level of graft, you can't even be getting mentioned.
Of course. Because it's not about the dances you were lucky enough to play in. It's what you've done in your journey. What's your journey taking you?
You know what I mean? And if your journey, unfortunately, is 2-3 years, that's baby time, fam. You can't even be getting called in certain argument.
Like you can be really good. You can be really good.
The only thing like certain man could do in 3 years what certain man haven't done in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
Enough respect to that. I'm gonna tell you one thing, just on the back of that, it happens with DJing as well, innit? The length of time doesn't equate to anything.
Nothing.
However, you can exceed and go really high in a very short space of time. But if someone, and you can exceed someone by in what you've done, but you can't beat their experience.
Yeah.
So if they think that's all it is. So sometimes a man can say, cool, run, fly. You've been a DJ for 2 years. You've now made a bag of money, got a bag of followers. But listen, experience-wise, you're not there yet. Do you get what I'm saying? That's why some old boys that, I'm not talking about people that used to have a sound and they've just years ago and then they pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down. Just because they haven't reached a success level, don't mean they don't have what it takes up here. Do you get what I'm saying? So when you talk about, when you're looking at the best and who's great, sometimes you got to take away the glitz and the glamour. Take away the glitz and the glamour. And then you start saying, right, hold on, who's sick? Because, look at this. Let's look at it like this, So, Nas, or one of these rappers like that, have not got Drake's success. And don't have Drake's numbers or Drake's money.
Okay.
But when it comes to the art, Drake can't chat to them in the art. But in success, they can't chat to Drake. So that's what some people look at glitz and don't see. So when they're brawling out top tier hosts, they're not looking at. So if you don't look at some of the man them in this group and put them in top tier hosts, just because they're not on every single flyer, then you're not looking at the right thing. You're just looking at glitz and not looking at what man's really doing.
And to me, that's kind of like the same debate me and Fats was having earlier. Just because you may not necessarily see man on certain flyers anymore or X amount of flyers anymore, doesn't mean that at the end of the day, the knowledge or whatever that they have of the game is not crucial. You know what I mean?
Or who they've inspired. Some of the men that you were talking about won't exist without some man.
To me, you can't always go off that, because when it does come down to it, and man might say it again, like yesterday, a man might get drawn out and go into a little clash situation or 1-for-1 situation. And then you have to remember.
What's that now? What are you talking about?
Man can do that, innit?
What happened?
Brando and Quincy. I think there was 1-for-1 on Gappy Ranks yesterday.
What is that? That happened?
Yeah, yesterday, bro.
Yeah, fam.
No, I missed that one.
You fully missed it.
That was
top of these
that was on Dixie's live. That was on Dixie's live.
They put it to vote.
The Clash never finished. The Clash never finished.
It didn't finish.
The Clash never finished. But like Quincy, to me.
Oh wait there. I'm never gonna get into that. Okay, Zest. I see where you was getting today then. Okay, Zest. Zest.
Yeah. For me, the Clash, they were playing, they were doing Gappy for Gappy. Like one man say, I mean response for Gappy, you know. And you know, we all know Brando has been pushing Gappy down our bits, but Quincy's saying he's been doing it in his bits. Before you know it, they're doing a Gappy for Gappy clash. Yeah. Now, bro, they got more Gappy dubs than I got Gappy tunes, yeah? I'm gonna be honest, bro. They got Gappy dubs, blood, yeah? They got every dub in a killing style and a regular style. Like, they got dubs, yeah? I'm talking, they played about 30 Gappies each.
Bro.
But what happened is they were playing 2 for 2 for a while.
2 for 2.
For a while. And then they were like, all right, 1 for 1, and then we're going to judge it. But I feel in the 1 for 1, I feel Quincy played the better 1 for 1 because you can't repeat. So Brando overall was playing some sick Gappies from back early. But in the 1 for 1, Quincy drawed some Sun Cycle Gappy. He played one thing where Gappy was talking about the guns them and giving them names. Bro, I never heard it before. Sick.
In theory, Quincy should win that.
Yeah, well, I think he did.
It's like, imagine having, it's like, listen, if there's an artist from Sydenham, yeah, nobody else is going to have more dubs than me. It don't make sense, fam. And you can't tell me a man from Harlesden is going to tell me that they got more dubs from an artist from Sydenham. Fam, that's from Sydenham, fam. Anything that you do, I'm getting on dub. Anything, fam. Anything. If you wake up this morning...
And in that time, he was the guy, innit? So
yeah.
You got to Quincy them dubs.
I got happy birthday in dub, just for when it's my birthday.
Yeah, just in case man plays at a birthday party. Fam.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, fam, it makes sense. It makes sense. But that's why it's different when man's talking about the glitz in terms of what you see and what man don't see. Because man can't be saying to me that they're naming all of these new kind of hosts and rare as top tier and all that. It don't make sense to me.
And in addition to that, you got to remember, there's a lot of promoters that will book man to host, and then bookings get turned down, you know.
Yeah.
So they're not. I don't want to be on your flyer, or you're asking, oh yeah. Certain men will come and say, oh yeah, I want to book you still. Oh, to host for who? This DJ. You know what? Allow it. Nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not
so if they want to book you separately, I said no.
Now, yeah, definitely. I used to. There was a time I was working a lot of other DJs. Probably about a 2-year period. I was working but my thing is, me and Tynos built Top Catz, innit? We built it together, and for me, Top Catz come before Pleazer. And there was a lot of bookings I was doing where I'm bringing Tynos, but I'm hosting for someone else. I'm hosting for Cons, I'm hosting for Godfather, I'm hosting for bare other DJs because they're just booking me. And then I'm thinking, but this ain't getting my Top Catz name out there. This is only getting Pleazer's name out there. And it weren't about Pleazer, it weren't about DJ Tynos, it's about Top Catz. So I just started saying to promoters, if you ain't booking Top Catz, I ain't coming.
That's respectable. That's some of the stuff that's what Minor. I tried to poach Minor a few times for a dance. I'm like, yo, you can come and host, but I need just you.
Yeah.
And he would say, nah, blood, my sound, man. I'm building my sound. I've invested in my sound. The sound's gotta go. And I'm like, bro.
I was gonna say, I don't even really. It's like, see what man's talking about. Zest is talking about with all of what's going on in the scene. Me personally, I don't care if I'm in the top. I don't care if I'm in the top 200. I don't care if my team isn't in there. I don't care. Yeah. I'm doing what I've got to do to feed my family and support what I've got to do. You get what I'm saying? Now, I got enough little youngers around me. Big up J Double, big up Tallest, big up all the man them. You get me? I got enough youngers around me, and I'm helping them man they do their thing, and they're gonna. I know you lot are gonna hear their name because they're bad. You understand? So they're gonna ring bells and set their trend. And who knows that I'm helping them or who don't know that I'm helping them. I don't care about things like that. Like, I don't care. So, like Six just said, he's tried to book me in the past, and not just Six. Enough people have tried to book me, E1, and bro, that's not what my thing is. So for me, enough times. Don't get me wrong. I won't say, because of lately, I have taken those bookings. And
what?
Just to see how it works and all that. And it's not really for me. It's like, Jay, I commend what you do, because for me to go out and say I'm going to work with a man and work with this man and work with that man, I will work with Six if Six calls me up, because I know Six is going to tell me, Minor, don't shout. Minor, don't shout. He's going to do what he knows I need, because I'm a man, I shout. Because, look, I talk loud. So once I get started, you understand what I'm saying to you? So I have to remember, just because the back of the room are busting up the place, it ain't wall to wall yet, man. Don't shout. You get what I'm saying? And them man, they know me, so I can work with them, man. There, I ain't gonna jump into the arena with anybody, and man don't know my faults and my good points and my bad points. Like, I'm not trying to embarrass myself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to embarrass you. I know I respect enough of the DJs for what they do, because, like, Clarity come out to me, Just Dropsy turned up. Just Dropsy. You understand? They had a few little issues, and Esco couldn't make it. No Code Complex. I had to work with Dropsy. It was fine, but I don't.
You know what? I feel like though
we don't click well. We click well, but we don't work. We don't get no exercise time, training time, and that's what J-Lo doesn't do with any of the DJs. I commend him.
With certain people, like, if you come from, like, if obviously Top Catz come from a sound, and Minor, you come from a sound, so we will connect on a soundman level. Whereas I, or someone that's a standalone, brethren, there's no vibe. Like, even I might not even like you. Your energy's off. Everything is mad. Somehow I have to look past the fact that you're clanging, look past the fact that your energy's off. And then, really and truly, you've gone from one rhythm to the next rhythm. I want to tell you, right, brethren, boom, bam, bim. But now you're looking at me like, you can't tell me nothing. So it's like, all right, then.
All right, Jay, let me give you some advice, yeah? Let me give you some advice. Me, personally, I'm a communicator, bro. I'm talking. I'm going to say, look, we got to get this rhythm in it. So I'm going to say, right, where you going with this? What are you doing with this? And remember, you know, energy is transferable. So if my energy is a bit off, you up your positive, you get me? And then let's get that bounce, because ultimately it's going to affect you and how you look, and it's not helping you going forward.
100%.
Everybody is different. So sometimes, bro, like, just chat to everyone. I believe I'm one of not many DJs that are quite popular around different scenes. Like, I dip my toe in quite a few different scenes. I talk to everyone. I do this dinner to invite everyone. I want everyone to know everyone. I just try. Do you get what I'm saying? And one of the things is just being a communicator, bro. Just chat to them. I know some people don't like me, but here's the thing. Until you tell me, then it's fine. I don't mind. I can have the inkling. I'm not an idiot. I know.
I don't like C6, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm not an idiot, innit? So I know.
I could say to my man, and obviously me, anyone that knows me, bro, I'm chill, I'm calm, I'm not disrespectful. I could say to my man, right, boom, rare. He'd be like, bro, you're treating me like I just asked you, like I just requested a tune and I'll come here to rave. Yeah. I don't.
Yeah, I hear you, but bro, listen, this is what I'm saying. Everything is about relationships, yeah? Because right now, a man will, like, I've seen Pleazer and Tynos practically have some domestics, but they're brethren. But it gets like that. We're all under pressure. But because you don't know who you're working with, you got to remember, like, but you got to break that. You gotta be that nag, like, bro, listen, seriously, like, where we going with this? What's happening? Just be cool, because next week, because next week, I'm gonna meet you, I'll be like, oh, Jay's cool, man. Week after, Jay, hey, and then next month, I'll be like, bro, promoter, look, call J-Lobes, innit?
Yeah.
But if you don't, if that don't break, if you don't break that barrier, you're gonna be the guy that they're like, oh, we don't get on anyway.
And you know what, yeah? You gotta know yourself as a host, innit? You see, like me, I know I'm cool with if that brother's clanging kind of like that. I'm doing my thing in it, and I'm kind of here to assist you. So you gotta know. I know that Zest more than likely is gonna tell man, yo, brother, hold it. Like you need to sort this out. Like he's gonna tell you 5 songs.
See them lines there. Make sure they
Zest knows that he's gonna tell the brother to play these songs now, innit? Because right now you're making him look bad. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I'm almost going to shine a light a bit more on you because you're looking bad, not me. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. So you have to know, right, am I going to tell a man, sort it out, or am I going to, you know what I'm saying? You can't do the half-hearted. So you can't say half. You have to start either hotting up, man, and saying, yo, brother, I'm talking to you, innit? Like, sort it out, innit? Or you got to say, you know what? We're just going to make this set happen, and when it happens, we're done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll talk to you after, or whatever.
That's true.
To be fair, that's kind of, as a standalone host, that's kind of your get out of jail free card. Because when you're saying, right, I'm hosting, they're like, right, DJ was shit. That was the DJ.
Yeah.
When you're in a sound, that's your DJ.
Yeah.
Selector.
That's you.
You can't tell no one, oh, right, that DJ was shit. Yeah. That ain't my, bro. You lot work together every weekend.
This is what I'm saying, and that's why what will happen, J-Dub, like C6 is saying, you will start to gel with certain DJs. So then you start requesting you. And then from there, you will know who you work with. Me, bro, listen, I just make it easier on myself, yeah? I just put it out there. Listen, I'm £100 to host. Whoever wants me to come to their dance, it's a bill. If you don't think you're happy to pay that, that's fine. Then you just don't ring. It just makes it so much easier, fam.
No, I'm a standalone host, yeah? There's certain times where, like, there's certain DJs, anytime we link up, it's a madness. Like, it's an absolute madness. I know you don't have a host, but then if we don't see a book for, I'm online. Not that you don't have to follow me, but I'm online and you brought my man with you. Like, obviously, you can do what you want. It's your booking, but, Brethren, any dance you touch for the last year has been a madness, but my man's your brethren. So that's why I say it goes back down to the whole clicky thing. Like, yeah, my man's cool, and yeah, we showed it all the time, but...
Yeah, but I was just about to touch that point, because I was going to say, I believe that, like, when from where I'm coming from in the sound days, yeah, that's what I'm saying, when you book somebody, it's always been that way. Even if you book, like, C6, out of common courtesy, C6 is going to hook up who he's rolling there with. So he's going to turn up there with head back, and like, C6 is going to make sure his thing is patterned in a way. Like, it started to turn, I'll say 2013, 2014, it started to turn into more where the host started to step up a bit more and say, well, you get what I'm saying? He's got to get a thing. And it started to be more separate. Me talking from in the ghetto promoting thing. You get me? Like, so hosts now expect to be paid separately, but before it wasn't always like that. It was there was a time when
the DJ got a block time off.
Yeah, even if you book a DJ's gonna come with his support. Yeah, so one of them man there is gonna be the man that picks up the mic and nices up the party. Like, I'm more sure After Dark, I'm more sure Winner Road Show, I'm more sure all them big sounds there never actually said, yeah, when they took bookings, and our host needs to get. You get what I'm saying to you? So from the foundation of it is you book one man comes with his box boy, the Pleazer said it.
J-Lobes. Sorry, man. J-Lobes, yeah? Listen to this, yeah? Relationships are built mad. All right, look. One of the hosts that I work with the most right now is Fats.
Yeah.
When I met Fats, yeah, Fats was he didn't even, we never would have hosted, he never would have hosted for me. He had his own sound. He was doing his own thing.
I was never in a sound, but yeah.
Right, you was in a collective.
Duo,
yeah, because them man that never on speaker box. Them never lift a speaker.
Yeah.
Them
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Like.
Speaker wire. Them man know about needle. Them man know about laptop. I'm joking. But yeah, he was in his own collective, innit?
Yeah.
And then we worked together a couple of times, but I would have never thought me and Fats would be like, he would be one of the hosts that I would draw for.
Yeah.
Then played a couple of times, it was good. But what's made me and Fats work better is that we have formed a friendship. And that friendship came from being in the dance, getting a little bit of joke. After when my set's done, his set's done, and he stand up, we saying, bro, you want a drink? And then just a little chat before you know it, brethren. Same as Zest. When me and Zest first met, obviously, egos, we're both very similar. I don't even, what star sign are you, Zest?
Virgo.
Oh, I don't know nothing about them still, but we're very similar I was hoping he was going to say the same as me, boys. I don't know nothing about star sign, but we're very similar. So we had a couple little personality clashes. I would have never thought that I'd want him to host for me, but he's sick. Like, if I had a set, I would call him. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? And it's about what you build, the relation. If I went by the bit of the relationship we had at the beginning, he wouldn't be here now. I wouldn't be on his. We wouldn't follow each other or nothing. Yeah, but you build on things. You just build. Me and Pleazer never used to chat to me. That man, they never would talk to me. Next minute, never chat to me. I remember one time I used to think, wow, them Southeast man don't like me, you know. And then boom, I got a call from Pleazer one time. Boom, come and run in and do this thing for me. I said, yeah. From then, build a relationship. Like, you get what I'm saying? So you just make sure you build relationships with people. You talk.
It's true. It's
and
true.
As a standalone host, you're supposed to be. Most people get into hosting because their cousin's a DJ or their dad owns a sound, and they need a role. You need a role, blood. Yeah? And your role is, boy, you better hold the mic because I'm DJing, innit? So you can't select.
Or they used to be a garage MC in
the he's a selector. He's the man with the money, so he's buying the equipment. So he's the boss, and I'm the DJ in it. So boy, you're gonna have to hold the mic, fam. You fall into it.
And don't forget the engineer, though.
Yeah, you got the engineer. You got the man with the lights. You know, you're a bit too top heavy. You've come into this game and chosen to be a host. So you now, you ain't been pushed into being a host. You ain't forced. You ain't been forced. You want to be a host. Yeah. You go out there, connect with everyone, chat to everyone, be the nice guy, make everyone know who you are. Be that guy. When you walk into the room, be that guy. And trust me, you will then just keep getting it. Like, you'll be people's number one choice. Thank me later. Thank me later.
No, you know what? I'll vouch for that. Cause look at it. When we started EXO Party, we put C6 on the very first EXO Party. And Fats weren't on it. I don't think we booked a host to a C6. I don't think we did the first one.
But he turned up with one, right?
No,
he didn't. He got himself.
I don't share money. He's mad. I came with my own.
And you know what it is, yeah? We said, like, we was talking, we had a little meeting, and we said, yo, C6 done his thing, rare. What would have got it from Shelley's to more? I said, yo, man, he's a host. What host? And I'll be honest, bruv. Like, you see, when you're having a conversation from a promoter point of view, and you're thinking of standalone hosts, it's sparse. It's sparse. You don't think of anyone, who can I think? I called C6 and I said, yo, 6, who would you want to host for you? I want to book you again for the next EXO Party. Who would you want to host for you? Who do you think you can have? Man said, book Fats. Done deal. Fats has been on every EXO Party since. Man hear it, the man done it, they work together, and man said, you know what, man can't book another host for him because that's them two work together. That's exactly how it works. Still.
You hear that, Fats? Send on, brother. Send on.
Thanks, mate. I owe you yeah.
No, I'm joking. He did say another 3 hosts before, but man didn't like them, so you were before.
Hold on, as we're here, as C6 and Fats, they've got this great chemistry and they're great friends, yeah. So what happened to the money pull up when the money pull up running?
Hey, you know what? I was about to ask that question. The last
everybody's ready to the money start come over the mix, so you get me?
Yeah. Hold on, wait. C6, you explain what your money pull up etiquette is.
All right, my money pull up etiquette.
Wait, one second.
Before C6 even starts, I know I don't like this.
I don't feel like I like it either. Still.
I don't like it.
for the listeners, let me just explain what a money pull-up is, in it, because some people might not know. So basically, a tune's played, someone from the crowd runs over, and they drop either a £10 note, £20 note. No one really wants a £5 note, but yeah, it's like £10.
We'll take it. We'll take it.
But basically, that is the person saying, "I want that tune played again," and the DJ basically is being paid to play that song again. Now that DJ can either give that money, some of it, to the person they're working with, or they can keep it for themselves. Now, C6, do you want to explain what you would do?
All right. So when money pull-ups come here, what I do. All right. It all depends, innit? It all depends. It all depends. I want to talk about listen, yeah. Say like, for example, yeah. Say, listen. Say I play a tune and a £120 gets thrown over. Yeah. I'll just push it in my pocket. At the end of the night, yeah, if I remember about this, if like sometimes after the set, the host is gone in it, and then I just leave, and then I've got the £20 in it. I don't. You see, once it starts, you see what happens, yeah. For me, when the money starts coming in, I take it all, put it in my pocket, and at the end, I usually sit with the host, take it out, boom, 150, 120, boom, and just split it 60-40.
Is that what you split?
No. To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna just talk about. I don't really have an etiquette, but I'm gonna speak about some of the things in the past. So one time, me and Headback made maybe about 4 bills. It's 50-50. I just gave him 2 bills, like it's nothing.
That's a big money pull up.
Yeah, big money pull up.
That's the eruption. I'm telling you, bro. Yeah? And but I've also had money pull up when like made 30-40 pounds. I just kept it. And that's it. The heart is partly if a host to me ain't doing and ain't engaging and ain't even trying, and these things are happening. You're not even helping this situation, bro.
I think that comes back to what Zest said in the beginning. When you go to a party, they're working with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got a right to think like that, but for me, it don't go like that. Like whoever I'm hosting with, but I mainly only work with my team, innit? But I'm hosting with, it's a 50-50 thing. When that money drops, it's a 50. But one thing is, that money would always get forgotten about. So after you play, you could go into the dance, and that money could get forgotten about. So if one person's holding it, that's going to be a tomorrow discussion.
Tomorrow? I've watched it. I've watched it with the G. I've lost it.
Right now we got plastic money, bro. That money survives now, boy.
Yeah, that money's blessed, bro. Don't worry about it. It's blessed.
If I'm working with somebody that like is different, like I'm working with somebody else, and we get £60 money pull up, let's buy a bottle.
Yeah. What about for us non-drinkers?
Yeah, well, you see, for me, that sort of little money.
I match up every day at breakaway.
I'd rather put that little money on the mixer and say, yo, you two girls, I'm about to entertain the party.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I've seen that before.
They win the money.
Yeah, but bro, you can't be. That's unfair. That means you see, all right. If me and you are working here, and we get a £50 money pull up here, and you decide you want to give it away to a dancer, you only put £5. No, you need £25. I don't want to give £25 to her. I don't know her. Fuck that. I want my money back.
That comes back to my personality and the people liking my personality.
Yeah, because you fucking get on 50 quid. That's right.
So we're going to get paid. I know we get paid at the end of the night. So for me, that is a bonus. And it's not enough for us to walk away. All right, then.
Right, sometimes your bonus can be more than your book, your fee,
It's true. No, I'm going to say because man made 660. That's the most I've made on money pull up.
660.
And
shit. Jesus.
That there.
What circuit you got on?
What?
Innit?
I need to be on you, man, circuit.
Gully. You only get them tuned there when you play bad man tune. You got you got to be careful.
That's the gunman dance.
Yeah, gunman dance. You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
That money there. There's a point where you start saying to yourself when that money's coming in, okay, this ain't for competition. This ain't, let's collect this and we're going to chat about this after. You're not going to forget about it when you come off the set. There was
so managed to use it to get insurance from.
So it depends on the vibe of the party. For me, it depends on the vibe of the party. It depends. That money, I don't believe it belongs to you or me. I believe that we might be able to split it if it's enough. If not, let's bust it on a drink. If not, let's get it to two again. That's gonna go back and say, "Rah, I come out with £10. I went home with £40 in home." You know what I'm saying?
And then we're gonna be arguing, bro. I don't give it. Give it £20 for what? They're going, yo.
What would you do if the pinky came over the DJ booth, always put it in his pocket and then forgot to give it to you when he left?
Nah. We're talking about that. We're talking about that. You're not. The thing is, you can't forget to. You can't leave because I'm not giving you chance.
It becomes the point where there's a certain amount of money where you're gonna remember soon as that.
No, I'm remembering the 10. I'm remembering the 5. It's mine. I'm remembering. You're not gonna get a chance to leave. I'm tapping you before the next song's played. You know that? Oh yeah. Let me hold that.
Yo, two more. But listen. Remember that 50, yeah?
When you tap him and he says, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar. I'm gonna get I want to get £25 for you."
Yeah.
We're gonna tell them, "No, give me the 50."
Bro, listen here. I'll tell you something. You're supposed to be working the crowd. I'll pick up the money. You focus on the crowd, bro. I'll get that. Yeah. That's when you're supposed to be standing up, doing your thing.
Pick up the money. So I believe that there's got to be that level of. Because I don't know how much is in there, in your pocket.
It's only 10, it's only 10, it's only 10, it's only 10.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's mad.
More time, I was going to say, I don't even really bother with the money pull up. Unless, like I said, it gets to a stage where it's like, oh, look, there is money showering over.
Yeah.
Then we need to talk. But if it's just a couple times, then nah. Or if we're on holiday, like playing abroad, because playing abroad, people seem to forget themselves. They are €5 and they don't even show what they're throwing.
Like it's Monopoly.
Yeah, bro.
Like, when I was at RJS one year, I see green euros coming over. I didn't know what that was until man looked, and it was like a $5 or something stupid like that. That's when I was like, okay, yeah. Now we have to talk about this. You know what I mean? But normally, money pull up. I just more leave it to the DJs. It's like a DJ thing, isn't it? The host, it's man's job to get the DJ more money. You know what I mean?
So for me, it's a little bit different because I'm still in the sound, innit? So, like I said, it's a Top Catz thing. It's a Top Catz booking. Any money come over, we split. When the envelope come, that all goes together. We split the whole thing. If I see, like Zest said, if it's a little 1, 2, a man's pulling a 10 and a 20 or something, I'm not gonna go and run man down for it. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, wait. But if it starts coming in and more time, like a lot of people won't know. Me and Tynos have known each other from youth, 9 years old, and them thing that we've grown together. So, well, I did anyway. But
man ain't even had to defend himself, you know.
We're not going into that. But yeah, no, real talk. So I can trust him in it. So I know if he takes the money and puts it in the pocket, and then certain time I ain't even seen money pull up come. I ain't even seen it. I'm so in it, or I'm not behind the decks in it. You might be in the front. Someone's coming to pull up the tune. I'm just saying, yeah, pull up. I didn't even realize there's a money pull up. And it's coming. End of the night, he might have got to give him the envelope. He come, we split the money at the end of the night. I'm thinking, rah, what did you charge them, man? He go, oh, no, we got a couple of money pull up. There's a little bit more in there. Do you know what I mean? We just split it. So it's a little bit different if you're coming in and I'm then, if I'm jumping on with a next DJ now and I see money's coming and we're working together to show. If I'm just there and the DJ is shelling and doing his thing, I ain't gonna say nothing. But if we're working together, we're vibing off each other, the things I'm saying is getting energy from the crowd, which is giving you energy to your thing. And I see that money come over, I guarantee you, my eyes go like this. I'm seeing that money coming, I'm saying, yo, that's two of you money, that's both of our money, we're splitting it.
Okay.
I personally think,
when he tells you know what happens from there.
That's madness. That's madness. That's madness. But I
don't think any DJ would say no. I think they will not tell you that we got it, but I don't think they will say no if you bring it up, because then you look stupid.
But I think this is what I think in it. Whether I might not necessarily want the money in it, but I think the common courtesy is to offer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think as the DJ, whether it's £10, forget that. Let's say it's £30. I don't want the £15, but I think, yo, brother, man made a little change. I can say, well, how much? £30? Oh, bro, keep that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Have we ever had money pull-ups?
Probably.
And did you ever get anything?
Probably not.
That's because C6 been taking.
You man are virgins, yeah?
No, you can't take that probably.
I don't remember.
You can't take that probably. You can't take that probably because I know I've split money with him.
I don't remember.
I know I've split money with him. I know euros, Amsterdam. I remember we split euros.
Okay. I don't remember, but it's not like, to me, I just think the common courtesy would be to say, right, brother, we made a quick 50. Do you want a change or whatever? Or right here, hold a £20. Whatever.
You're going to say no.
Huh?
You just said you don't want it. So what's the point of me offering you?
No, what I'm saying, the common courtesy is to offer.
Yeah, but if you're going to keep saying no, then I'm going to stop offering.
No, you're not. Keep offering. One day, it might be like now, it might be these times, and now I need the money.
Hey, listen, sometimes you see someone getting the money pull up and you think, oh, that's mad. Listen, one time, RJS, I can't remember where he was, and Slick,
he was getting some money.
It was mad, you know. I was thinking, why do you host this?
It was real money.
Belly, cuz. I'm talking, the man that were taking the piss on some strip club.
Yeah. I think he made like a bag or something.
Brother, I think you had to pay like one tune for all of 10 minutes, fam.
Yeah.
Slapping in bills and 2 bills. I was like, hey, that's magic. That is mad. After that, man was like, hey, what other days you playing, bro? Because I'm going to hold your set, bro.
Yeah.
Devil's advocate, though, like you just said there, you said man was playing one tune for 10 minutes now because he's getting money pull up. He's getting paid to do this now. What about the rest of the rave? What do people think about what's happening with the rest of the rave? You lot were saying before about where the host is doing too much or you're not paying attention to what's going on with the crowd and the host is pulling up for one person. Technically, you're pulling up for one person. They're just paying you to do it.
But then
is that any different?
Where do you draw the line, though? Because if man is standing at the deck slapping pinkies, you can't tell me. No. It's mad.
Money pull-ups ruin dances.
Yeah, fully.
But you see,
depending on what dance you're in. You
have to know where to draw the line. I was in a dance. I remember Uptowns. I was in a dance playing a youth come. The way he threw the money at me. Yeah. I had to say, brother, I'm not a stripper. Tom, take back your money. I'm not a stripper, bro. Don't do that. Yeah. Because T6, don't do me like this. Don't do me like this. But brother, don't throw money. Don't throw it at me like that. You get me?
Man, come and just do that.
Yeah, like what?
Brother, yo, man will pull up the tune and say, brother, take your money back, bro.
Yeah. No, that's the one that you give away to the crowd because it's pride, even though you want it.
Because sometimes man feel like they own you now, fam. That's wrong.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
No, I see a money pull up for a man not to play back a tune. Like, don't play the artist again for the rest of the night. I've had that money pull up like that. You know,
man is in the real ghetto dances.
I swear that's over. It was over on. Do you remember? There's a boat called the something Tangier or something.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah.
Like it was on that boat. I was playing for some shoot, and man played an artist and. Yeah, man got paid for that artist not to get played for the rest of the night.
Wow.
50. They did it politely. They sent a lady with £50. Yeah, don't play the artist again.
You should have said, oh, listen, if it's to not play an artist again, it's actually 100. But
I took the 50, and I swear I heard after we left, a couple of DJs later on played back the artist and into a madness.
Brother, listen. The fact that they sent over the woman, that lets man know. Because if she don't come over, someone else is coming over.
Yeah, and it's long.
All right.
So,
all right, bro.
That's what they said? They don't want who? Okay, no problem. That's fine.
Yeah, that artist says never got played with on my set again for the rest of the night. So you got to be careful what artists you're playing in certain areas and all of that with all the beef.
And that's another thing as a host.
UK hip-hop. That's UK rap.
Yeah.
And as a host as well,
you need to know.
You need to know your surroundings because listen, the The first time I played in Brixton, Mass, yo, listen, man had to do some different hosting that night there because when man got in the venue and man was in the, I don't know if it's the smaller room, the one with that had like the cushion chairs all around the side. There was bare Brixton man just lined off. These times it's me and Jay Knox, like, so any kind of thing is long. So, brother, listen, I'm telling you, the hosting man put down that night was different. Birthday crew, birthday ladies, gents, gyalem. Brother, that's all man was on. Man was picking up, no man, none of that. And we're out, bro. Listen, that was mad. So enough time as a host, you got to know your surroundings. Run up in certain places, screaming certain things. Brother, you get stuck in there. It's long.
Yeah. 100.
Well, you know, I will say though, yeah, because you lot are hosts, you lot like have taken. This is the longest episode so far. Corona can chat. So we
started late, fam. That's why. If you started at 9:30, we would have been 50.
All right, I hear you still. But yeah, listen, we're gonna wrap it there, sir. But you, man, enough respect.
Yeah, big up, man.
Episode 3, Deck 1, Deck 2 podcast. J Lobez, big up yourself. Jamostar, Minor, big up yourself. Big Man Zest, big up. Pleazer. If you don't want to get your socials and these things, feel free.
At Jamostar, Minor, on the socials, everything. Pleazer.
Nothing.
So that again?
Man Zest, just link me at all the socials. You get me? All the socials.
Those of you that know me, you know me. If you don't mind your business, I'm joking.
Make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube. Make sure you're following on the SoundCloud, Deck 1, Deck 2, and it's on Spotify as well. Yeah, man. Big up everyone, share support and love, and look out for the next episode, man. Big up everyone, man.
Bless up.
Cool.